people?
Yes, I'm down.
Sick. You want to go to Washington? I'll give you a gun.
Guys, we have many webcams in this room. We're all targeting that. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Alex openly said he'd kill the president.
Right now.
FBI agent, I see you.
Okay. FBI agent's like, shit, me too, fam.
I'm blocking like half this fucking camera. Okay.
I know some president.
Yeah, I did. Like,
Fake
legit.
senators.
In the middle of that conversation.
Just upload that immediately, Alex gets a call.
Let's get rid of the entire Senate, House governors, and we just put Bernie Sanders for everything. Boom, he solves it all. That's fine.
The 1%.
For financial support yet again.
I'm just gonna kill every billionaire and every Republican. I'm just like, yes, keep going.
Okay, that meme with Bernie Sanders going, I am once again asking for your financial support.
He already got $20 from me, and I'll probably give him another 10. I like him.
I forgot we named it the Corellian Drift.
I did too.
And the sushi.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Might be a touch insensitive, but okay.
What? No, it's fine. We won't run into anyone, Connor.
Sure.
Yeah, go to Moncala, see what happens.
Are they all dead?
Yes. No. I don't know. Go there, see what happens. Don't.
We had a whole team of them. Thought that.
Alright.
Didn't we go to Moncala at one point and just get a shit ton of ships during the Jedi campaign?
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
Because I
something like
remember ramming
that.
like 3 of them into Star Destroyers.
Was
God.
that the planet we were over when Matt fucked up real bad?
I think it was Scipio.
It was Scipio, but we had a Mon Cala fleet with us, and I remember specifically because I think I hopped from like 2 different Mon Cala cruisers and I rammed them both into Star Destroyers.
I thought we did really good
Oh, I
at
do
Scipio,
remember that.
and then
I
we
barely
went
did.
to another planet after that, and we were like, alright, we're gonna do the same plan as that Scipio, and then Matt fucked it all over.
It could have been Moncala, but I know you guys did that at Scipio, and you guys did have a rough time at Camino, but that's all I remember.
It might not have been Moncala, but
We
I'm
always
pretty
have
sure
rough
Scipio
time.
was the one time when Matt didn't fuck us over.
Then that is why he's not with us anymore, because
Do we
he
need to
was...
roll things?
Oh my god, yes!
God. Hang on, I'm gonna remind the DM.
Everyone
know.
gets 20s.
Maybe we don't want that.
Do it, see what happens.
I'm gonna roll until I get a 20 now.
One light side.
Boo.
2 light side and 12.
Nate, tell me when to stop rolling, because I just keep rolling now.
How many force I was supposed to
20
roll?
and a light.
Just one.
Just one.
Sorry, what was that, David?
20 and a 1 light
Zach,
side.
you got
Wait,
a
no,
20.
that's a boost die. Why
What?
did I roll a
You
boost
got a
die?
20. You
You
can
can
stop.
stop.
Okay, I got a 19. And a light side point.
2 light side.
I got a 19
Nice.
as well. Do you want me to roll again?
Sorry, say that again?
I got a 19 as well. Do you want me to roll again?
Let me see what a... Nope, that's not it. Let me see what a 19 is real quick before I might regret
The force
this.
himself comes down.
A rock.
Yeah, why don't you re-roll again?
14.
Who?
2.5.
Sure,
Alright, I win the bid.
14. Am I missing somebody?
Yeah, I
Okay.
got 2 light side and 17.
Okay, you have all light side,
Hell yeah.
How many XP did we get?
9 light side.
15.
15.
Yeah, 15.
You have 9 light side.
That's a lot.
That's pretty sick.
But because it is in the core rulebook, I get to flip one over.
I bet we don't even use
That's still pretty sick.
I mean, it's still 8 to 1.
Still, yeah, it's so great.
And we don't even use them half the time.
Yeah.
So,
They're just nice to
Mostly
have.
it's mostly because
At the
you
end of
don't
this
have them.
session, I have 30 dark side somehow, and you have like negative 12.
what?
How are you going negative? 14.
We pull from future light sides.
12.
We just roll it over from the next month.
20. Shit, how am I gonna... Actually, that could work.
How am I doing this?
19. Okay.
Really? I'll have your sheet printed out next week. My printer ran out of ink.
That's okay. I'm going home this weekend or on Sunday.
7.
So
Did someone say a 7 for the D20 roll?
I said 17.
17? Okay.
That's probably a bullshit.
Oh, that can work.
What character?
Well, good luck, everybody.
Nowhere near this.
Good news, everyone. You're not dead yet.
That's good.
Him,
Is that good news?
him and the short sword is like has been taunting me because I've had him at 95
Just
for
standing
like
there.
2 weeks.
Menacingly.
I finally got Grievous up to 7 stars because
Grievous is my waifu.
I've been working on Boss for
Pre
like
or post
4 or
cyber?
5 months.
Yes.
He takes forever.
I'm trying
Galaxy of Heroes. I stopped playing. Those bounty hunters were pissing me off.
after you
I take
advocated
one
for it
forever.
so hard.
Literally, like the next week I stopped playing.
What the fuck?
You bitch!
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell
It's been $1
Chase.
billion in revenue.
It's such a commitment though,
We're
and
gonna
I
have to
have
tell
no
Chase
time.
about this.
Yeah, it's a mobile game. Every mobile game known to man is a commitment.
I mean, I can play through all the daily quests and run through all my experience in like 12 minutes.
Alright, yeah, who's your bastards?
Say
Yeah,
Hoosier?
well, I was
Yeah.
much better guild member than
Is that
that.
a slur?
No. Is it? I hope
I'm
not.
still like
You
that
said it on
generic,
camera.
Like, I haven't upgraded from like rap shit.
I'm
When
screwed.
you're gonna get your channels.
The government's here.
Yeah.
Technically, it's
Wait, what
our
slur did
channel.
Tristan say?
Hoosier?
Because it's not under
Hoosier's
my
not a slur.
email.
Oh,
Go with it, it's a slur.
Hoosier.
Basketball team?
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, maybe.
There's-
That's a
It
racist.
is a
slur.
native of Indiana.
It's the Sowers Club Gmail.
Ah, that's a slur.
Who gives a shit about Indiana?
Hoosier?
Yeah, yeah, who's your bastards? Anyway,
You can't say it like that.
too bad.
You have to drop the.
Make me.
You have to.
Like, no, make me.
I will.
Do it, right now. Yeah, who's your bastard? Fuck you.
That was definitely a slur.
Yeah.
I'll make you a slur. Anyway. So you guys, this is a couple days after you, dropped off those slaves from Megiddo to Chandrilla. So you have 4 new members of the crew. You have a moon named Son Brune, a navigator. You have Dill Maps, an accountant. Sundi Giel, a cook. And Lola Mole, who is a lurman, and she was a merchant.
Oh, fuck. Sentient bird.
So, and you guys are on your way to Iego, and you listen to another of Leia's, one of Leia's messages, and she says, "I've seen this galaxy from one side to the next and seen some pretty crazy things, but I never saw such fervent support for the First Order. It was never like this with the Empire. I pray that someone competent will be the Chancellor. We need a leader, and now more than ever, and the Resistance needs heroes. Hopefully, more will listen to our plea." So yeah, and going on the HoloNet is the First Order has the Trans hiding in Borderland now, which is, let me pull it up. Basically, this big slice right here is a bunch of their territory, along with a lot of northern space. Is First Order. So, yeah. And one of the senators, who's a centrist, says that the Chancellor speaking with the First Order is perfectly normal. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, hey, Tristan, speaking of senators that are centrists, did you ever decide which senator my character would
No.
be?
I actually forgot about that.
Which
Surprise me.
there's like 4 chips sitting on that.
Oh, in the back. The one that
Oh,
I.
okay.
I'll come up with it later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It made more sense. I
Are
can easily reach it.
I wanted a bag for myself.
Okay, fair enough.
Unless you are willing to give up that bag.
I am not.
Alright, fair enough.
You're like my second favorite type of chip.
So, you guys are on the ship and you come out of hyperspace to Iego, World of 1,000 Moons.
Birds.
What?
Oh my god, I forgot he was the character.
Oh, yeah.
That was just Alex.
Good job!
I totally didn't fully understand what you said. Did you say birds?
Yes.
He did say bird.
What
I-
planet are we on?
Yeah, you go.
You're not even on it yet. You're.
Wait, like, are we...
He just fucking shouted birds in the
I was a little worried about this.
Well, at this time, you right as you come out of hyperspace, you narrowly avoid a fleeing ship on fire,
Birds.
and you see. Oh, honey. You see a fleet.
That makes more sense.
Of Star Destroyers, First Order Star Destroyers, attacking the planet.
Hey guys, why are we here again?
It's time to
I have
drift,
no
boys.
idea.
Because you guys were exploring the mining operations of the First Order.
Oh,
Because you guys have that data pad.
Yeah, there was another. So it was I'm trying to remember this. There were
Wait.
3 or 4 planets on it. So we should probably not stay here.
I'm okay if we yeet.
A prison barge is asking for assistance. So there's a distress beacon out, needing help.
A prison barge?
Is the distress beacon from the prison bar?
Yeah.
Is
there
it
like
a
When we
a
go there,
first
free
order?
them.
order or
No,
was
it's
it
a civilian one.
civilian prison barge?
Yeah.
Or is it like New Republic?
Like it's like Diego government.
Okay. I thought when you said civilian, it's just like, oh yeah, this random person bought a prison barge.
I say we go to the bar.
Let's go.
Okay.
Maybe.
We're good people. We
I'll
can
whip us.
help.
I'll whip us in there, boys. No worries.
You are
Oh.
not a good person.
Also,
you
I
have
made a decision.
many eyes.
V's like kind of like a
I'll
cowboy.
earn trust.
Yeehaw!
Like I want to say somehow in between the last sessions he like got a hat and cut out stuff for his horns, but he's wearing a hat like a cowboy hat now.
What species are you?
Togruta.
Ruda.
And he all right, make a hard space bonding check with 2 setback die to avoid laser fire, TIE fighters, some of the moons.
We have guns.
I got
Yeah, we
4
have 4
success,
cannons
2
and then
threats, and a triumph.
Some stray laser fire does hit the ship. But you get to the prison barge and you. What would you like to do?
Can I try to fix the ship from the stray laser fire?
Not from the inside, unless you want to go outside into
I don't
space.
think I have a spacesuit.
Okay, no.
No.
I don't have a space suit.
Probably buy one at some point.
Yeah. So, what would you like to do with the prison barge?
Let's dock with it
Dock it.
and go to the hatch. You're big and tough. Why don't you stand near the front and whoever's good at talking be next to you?
I guess I'll go with him.
Yeah, definitely not me.
Well, this way, if there's something dangerous, like you can just
Where'd you go now?
rope.
Okay. Alright, I'm going with Alex.
Okay, I go on. I walk onto. Do I have to punch through a door?
No.
Okay.
It just
It opens.
opens.
I'll
Okay.
open it for you.
Calm down, big guy.
I'm only asking because I want to do something with my forearm. And then,
Jesus.
I don't think you can punch through that, but okay.
well, you know what?
He might not know that.
I have a lot. I have a lot in brawl. I will brawl with the door.
The door punches back. You die.
Shit.
The door drops acid on you and you lose an eye.
Is somebody salty about
no,
that?
I'm fine.
The door pulls out a gun and shoots Haley in the face. She loses both her eyes.
I would actually walk out.
I'm a crazy man who don't like people's eyes. You're next, bitch. Could you imagine seeing that? It's like I don't know what to do about this.
I don't want to see this. I'm walking away.
I wouldn't be able to see it. I don't have eyes.
But yeah, the door opens up, and
Oh shit. Did you guys hear that the guy who played Boss passed away?
Bosk.
Oh, really?
Rip.
I just saw on Twitter Star Wars Underworld was on.
Well, now it's probably me on the road.
Damn.
That was
Okay.
dark.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where
Too soon, man. Too soon.
that's where everybody goes.
Just think, we could have had Contravirus script, and we could have seen King Bosk, looking all cool and rich.
No, thank you.
What?
Yeah, in the Colin Trevorrow script.
No, I mean yeah.
Can I do a?
Why'd you say what then?
I didn't know why people didn't want that.
Can I do a perceive?
Yeah, what's wrong with Bosk being a sultan of a
It's
king?
so unnecessary. Why?
Can the man not strive for bigger things than being a bounty hunter?
No.
I mean, I'm personally
No
fine
one
with it, but I
all
would
through
have
the
felt out
Clone
of
Wars
place.
and Empire Strikes Back, he was a bounty hunter. It just seems stupid.
Maybe he realized after all that he was like, I need a career change.
Yeah.
To be fair, he was a bounty hunter because he wanted to be a hunter, and the Trandoshan's we saw in the Clone Wars were hunters and had like thrones and stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
but like those were evil, horrible people.
Haley,
Yeah, so-
Most
Boss
Tradoshans.
Right.
to be fair, Bish was just a lowly soldier, and then he shot you in the back of the head, and now he's like very rich right now.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Okay.
So the door opens up, and standing there is a very tall, pale-looking woman. If anyone would like to make a hard xenology check or lore check,
I have nothing in either of these.
I have things in
This
both.
will be great.
I'm
I have 3 success, 1 threat, and triumph.
try. Damn.
This
And
has
boys,
success
I call
advantage.
big smart.
Big smart?
Big smart. Well, not big smart. I just put one thing into it.
Big smart.
All right, fair enough. You're big smart.
And
You're
he's
big
good.
smart. And I took it from you. How does it feel?
I have
That's
a
fine.
failure and 2 threats.
All right. I stop Alex before he says anything, and I say, "You are."
No, don't you remember? Is it a female?
Yes.
There's why I'm scared.
Oh.
I'm slowly backing away behind Nate's character.
What species are you, mate?
A Gagoran.
Oh.
But
Or
he's
Grigolan.
he's like towering over the person
I
inside
am
of him.
I am 3 meters tall.
It's just like much taller than me behind me.
You recognize it as a one of the angels of Iego, also known as a diathym, is their actual name. So
Howdy, ma'am.
yeah.
Tip your hat.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah.
Zach, tip your hat at her.
M'lady.
I'll do a fucking accent too if I have to.
Do it. And
Howdy, ma'am.
and she is very grateful for you guys coming and rescuing, and she's asking if there's enough space on board
Yes.
the ship.
Yes.
He's
Okay.
a lady.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Wait, guys. We're gonna let a bunch of people on a prison barge
Right.
onto our ship.
How damaged is the
We're
prison
nice
barge?
people.
it's the engines are failing.
Okay. Oh,
We can be
Is-
nice,
so this
not
is-
stupid.
but can we ask them what they're doing on board a prison barge?
They were escaping the first order attack on the surface.
Why is a prison barge?
It was the closest thing they could find.
Okay.
Seems legit.
In the panic, they didn't have time to really
Are
Okay.
there,
options.
are there any prisoners aboard?
No, it was an empty one.
Let's keep an eye on them as they go through, make sure that none of them look suspicious.
And there's about 20 of them, all of them angels, and they go on through.
Are they all female?
Alex, shit.
Kind of like a mix,
Thanks for
male and
sharing.
female. A couple of them are children.
You just like shriek a little bit.
Internal screaming.
I go back to the ship.
They're coming with you.
I go to the kitchen. Kitchen is mine.
Alex, go hide on the sushi.
No, my kitchen.
But yes, they're very grateful for you guys, and yeah. But you must hurry because TIE fighters are now firing at you guys.
More birds.
I'm ready.
I run to our big ass giant gun. I start shooting them.
Go ahead, gunnery check.
What is it called?
Medium.
Medium. Yes.
Don't we have another gun?
We have the forward guns and then the turret that rotates.
I'm
Which
ready
one
to
are you
pilot
on, Alex?
If we gotta get out of here.
The one that hits hardest.
Forward, I think.
Okay, can I hop on the turret?
Sure, whoever goes to where.
For advantage.
You clip one of the TIE fighters and it kind of flies off, perhaps for repairs.
Bye bye, birdie.
But you're getting past the first order craft and whatnot. You also see this and you see like the like one of the first order destroyers open up, and you see like those resistance bombers, because those were formerly mining ships. A bunch of them coming down and heading toward like the planet and like various marines. Also heading down, you see a black shuttle with enormous wings heading toward
What?
Iego.
Wait.
And you also see kind of accompanying that shuttle is this.
What?
Question: if we're not having,
You feel darkness.
if we don't
Lovely.
have Ray and Finn and them, do we still have Kylo?
Yes.
Okay.
So, as soon as he figures out I am force sensitive, he's going to come after me, isn't he?
I don't know. I'm not him.
Can I? Do I have enough time to fire off the pot shot at one of the bombers?
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Add a setback die for time, and then make one of those purple or red.
Yeah.
Can I assist him in any way? Or no.
Just success on a threat.
Never mind.
Yeah, you hit one of the bombers. It explodes. And that promptly makes that mysterious black TIE fighter to start flying toward.
Bad birdie. Bad birdie.
It is
Bad birdie.
zero.
Bad birdie.
I'm gonna shoot at that time
That's a
better.
hell of a threat.
Go ahead.
So we need to get out of here.
3 setback die.
We need a world that's out of.
1 triumph, 2 threat. I don't know how that works.
What was that? Sorry, what was that
1
again?
triumph, 2 threat.
2 threat. You completely hit one of the wings off, and it starts kind of like spinning. But then you see an armada, of TIE fighters
Guys,
just
let's yeet the fuck
coming
out.
right for you guys.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Cowboy,
Ready to
run!
move.
Cowboy, run!
What?
So you guys
What's the
are at
scenario?
Iego,
Yeah.
which is on like the very far east side of the galaxy. So like nearby, here's Mon Calamari. Lothal is right here.
You gotta look
There's
all-
Jabim. There's also further up, like further this way is like Felucia, Voss, Raxus, Marcana, Beldorn. Yeah.
You go to Moncala.
We should have a water ship.
Well, we've got sushi.
Oh, no.
This will be interesting. Good thing I'm not the talker. What's the difficulty for? Fucking-
Just do a medium one, and then just add a setback die due to the TIE fighters coming.
Oh.
3 advantage, 3 success, 1 triumph.
They're gonna try to.
You guys just.
We just hear on like
Call the window
unidentified
right through.
ship. What's your call sign?
Fuck you!
Slur.
Solar.
Normies!
We should have named the ship then.
We should have next ship.
Normies and the thoughts. Big
Someone
chunk.
hold over, but where's the thought? It's just the big.
You guys would be the kind of people to steal the Death Star, name it Big Chungus.
Big hungus.
Shiny ball.
Shiny ball.
Big Hungus.
I like that one better. I like shiny ball better.
Steal both Death Stars in the Galaxy Gun, make it look like a penis and balls. Call it penis and balls.
Ball ups.
The Venus.
My penis by full will kill you.
Full speed ahead.
Okay.
I just said,
Settle
okay.
down. Settle down. And you escape. Did they just say the Galaxy of Kentucky?
Yeah.
Oh hell no! I pass.
I'm hiding in the kitchen stove.
If anyone's going to space, it sure as hell isn't Kentucky. Florida can, because they just got that crackhead energy, and NASA's down there. If you give everyone at NASA crack, I bet they could probably make this teleportation.
I think they would die first.
Keep them regulated.
A few lives for teleportation. A small price to pay.
I want teleportation a lot. Because it would mean that my parents don't have to continually make the trip to get me. 'Cause I don't.
I want a colony on the moon first, though.
Hold on, depends on like what kind of teleportation you're making.
Teleport me to the colony on the moon.
Yeah, but like, no, how do they accomplish that? Do they dissolve you and then send you as little tiny particles, or do they like compress wormhole, or do they compress space or that shit? The two
Who
ways-
cares? It teleports
Whichever one
you.
hurts me less.
I think they all.
Whatever's cheap. Anyway, you arrive at the watery planet of Moncala, and luckily there's no first order here.
All right. Why don't we ask the angels like where they want to go, or if there's a place they'd like to go?
Yeah, because they're
Because I mean, we.
I mean, they'd like to go back to their.
dude, I don't think that's a fucking option. So you're gonna need to really choose.
That's not an option. Okay, well, anywhere
Plan B.
safe would be fine.
I think Moncal might be a safe place.
Do you want
They-
to?
they
Does
live
Does
in
anyone have
water?
leadership?
I think we just like open the door and just like
There
get
you
in.
go.
No.
Gets eaten by a sea monster.
Does anyone have leadership?
No, I do
No.
not.
No leaders here.
Which
I'll
does
try.
leadership take? Presence?
Presence,
No,
yeah.
I'd
You
probably-
don't want me. I've got one presence.
I
I'll
have
try
two.
it.
Dead
What do I
heroes,
do?
no leaders.
What do I gotta do?
You definitely don't want me either.
Wait, why are we making a leadership check?
See if we can get any of them to join the crew.
All right, I'm making a check. What's the difficulty?
Daunting.
There's like
Fuck.
20
All right, we're not doing this, boys.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They're very
Oh,
much
yeah,
like
yeah.
not.
It's fair. All right,
Interesting.
let's get you to a safe place.
One of the Moncala, Coral City, ask for an identification code and state your business.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna
This is the Carillion Drift. We've got some refugees from
Diego.
Diego, and they're happy to accept, and they give you clearance to land.
Alright, sick.
And you guys land at a spaceport. It's a floating city above the surface, and some Moncala people come out, some Quarren, and they come out to, help the refugees, and the refugees, they thank you so much for risking your lives to save them, and they give you they hand out a pile of credits. It's all that they had.
You
We don't
Keep
take
that.
any of it.
Okay.
You can keep it.
No
While we're
charge, man.
here, can I fly to where the ship got hit and see if I can fix it?
Sure. Yeah, there's some repair stuff on the platform and some of the mechanics there. And because you guys, helped the people, it's on the house. So it's for free. They fill you up and help you. So ship's all good and new.
It's all waxed and washed.
Yes.
Oh, it's just rolled on the wax. It's just rolled on the ship.
Get wax all over his fur.
Yuck.
He just keeps slipping on the platform.
Hey there, Big Chief. Let's go take a shower.
You know what we're gonna do? Not that. So, what would you guys like to do?
What were some of the other places that had mining locations?
Scipio is a place. It's near Megiddo, but that's probably also heavily, under the First Order.
I heard there was a pretty sick ship battle at
Oh my
Scipio.
god.
I heard a lot of shit blew up.
Yeah, I heard this one dude just rammed a bunch of fucking Moncala cruisers into Star Destroyers.
Mr. Nut,
Ah, yes.
the big nut.
The Legend of Nut.
Some call him Balls, too.
Some
Boss
what?
I don't know.
Boss Nut.
I said Balls.
No,
Oh,
Boss
Balls.
Nut better.
Alright, Boss.
Mr. Boss Nut, sir, please. Another was Alzok 3, which is on the very other side of the galaxy. But there's also there's various First Order mining facilities, stations, and there is one up in the corporate sector. Is a close one. And the datapad does reveal several mining stations dotting throughout the outer rim in here and whatnot. So
Hit a few of them.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I think we should also try to find the resistance at some point.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
also you have Lieutenant Fulvis with you, the resistance
Yeah.
agent,
Oh, yeah.
and the Gonk
What
droid.
was the conference
Definitely.
name?
Honestly,
I'm sorry. Let me
we
look.
might find some resistance outlets.
I
on
definitely
the
have to write his
E
name.
EPK3 is the Gonk droid. EP.
Beep,
Still very shy and scared.
but we like him. We pet him every once in a while.
Can I see if he needs any fixing?
He barks at you. I'm just kidding. He's fine. He's all good.
I go up and
What's
hug
his
him,
name again?
and I wax him.
K3 or something?
He screams
K3?
uncontrollably.
EPK3.
Thank you.
Yep.
I go take a
Just so
shower.
we have it down.
That's the Jesus.
I'm about to crack into these cookies. I don't know who brought them, but I used to do
I do. Those are actually the ones I brought last week, but no one texted.
I'm so sorry. I didn't eat dinner tonight, so I'm gonna eat a couple of these.
Okay.
Had a very
As you guys are on the ship, Lieutenant Fulvis comes up to you guys and she says, "We have a problem." She pulls out a hollow, like a hollow disc, and it's you guys with specifically you, and you with
Fuck.
bounties
Oh, fuck.
from those Skakoans
Oh,
on
fuck.
yeah, that's
Zorobax.
I was gonna kill some stuff.
You.
Well, no, yeah.
You for Borrelia, 5,000 credits. For Jaina and her sister, 10,000. And for you, because you're a Geonosian and a very rare find, 50,000.
Jesus! Let's turn him in! I'm kidding.
Last Geonosian, fuck him.
I was kidding.
I mean, he is our.
I was kidding. It's a whole joke.
He's also. He's our mechanic.
Damn it! Now I gotta get a new cookie.
He's our mechanic, so we can't get rid of him. 'Cause
I can adopt you.
You can always.
Why don't you guys go to Florn?
Oh, yeah. You can always outsource.
More?
Florn, Florn.
I think
What's
my was
Florn?
ignoring my 3
No, Lauren's not familiar. What is that?
It's
Florum is where
is Hondo's
Oh,
base.
no.
Florn is
Doesn't.
a jungle
That's
planet full of
why
dangerous
it's
creatures
all
that
your
David
fun.
went to.
No.
Because that was so fucking.
I was there too.
Flora.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I remember
that.
because he's like, oh, what if we get Hondo's help? Let's go to, and he's like looking at the galaxy map. He's like, let's go to Florn. And I'm like, are you sure about that? He's like, yes. And I'm like, I was like, do I tell him and be a good friend, or should I be mean? And I was like, let's be mean. That shit was hilarious. One more time. Dark side point. You're on Florn. Just kidding.
Wait, what about Florn?
No.
We don't want to go to Florida unless we have to.
In the nearby Tyon class cluster at Raxus, there are mass protests going on against the First Order. A lot of these planets like Choikin, Kermia, Tula, Makem T, Simbla, Elam have been suppressed by the First Order a lot.
You guys want to go to Raxus?
There's the Sith worlds, and there's the corporate sector. There's Yavin, Renvar, Felucia, various places. So
Why not Raxus?
go to Raxus, and away we go. If you'd like to make a hard astrogation check, please, and thank you.
3 success.
All right, you're on your way.
You know.
All right, so you're there.
That's it. Hit a button over there.
Raxus, as you know. If someone would like to make a medium ward check.
Nope.
Or outer rim check.
1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay.
Sorry, Dave. You're faster. Quick on the draw.
You are a cowboy.
Yes, sir.
What species are you, Nate?
Claudite.
That's right. Okay, I remember it right now.
You're a,
Togruta?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're a
okay.
Duros.
Duros, yeah.
Duros, yeah.
Duros,
Guys,
Mickey, and
got
Claudite,
you.
Degorian, Geonosian. Degruda.
What?
That's 2 threat on a war check with 1 intelligence. Nothing more.
You guys, for whoever rolled on the success, who was that?
He rolled.
You did. You know it as the capital of the Confederacy of Independent Systems. And then it was heavily taken over by the Empire, and since then they kind of maintained an independent streak away from the New Republic, preferring to remain by themselves. There's a lot of sentiment there from like the Clone Wars, so a lot of still separatist sympathizers, but they're much more underground. So, yeah.
Separatist sympathizers would probably hate the First Order.
And you guys head to the
Probably.
capital. Where we're there.
Rocks.
So,
That's
pretty place. Way better than Coruscant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
actually has ground.
That is true.
Oof.
Um, let's see. So yeah, you arrive at Raxus, and there's a couple First Order destroyers, but they heed no attention as they're too far away for anything. And you land in at Raxulon, which is the capital of Raxus. Thank you. And so little. It's a neat city. Raxulon. See the former big separatist parliament building there. And you get the clearance to land there. And in fact, at the city, you can actually see lots of smoke, some fires in a couple places. You see TIE fighters in the sky. It is raining currently here. Some thunderstorms. So if you'd like to make a
I have a cloak.
hard piloting check to avoid lightning and make one of those purple or red.
Okay. Is that like planetary or space?
Space.
Okay.
I will help you, and you get 2 boost die.
Thanks. 2 success, 2 advantage.
All right, you're good. So you land down at the platform. It is raining. There's no one there to.
Terrible day for it.
There's no one to greet you, sadly, but you know, a lot of protests. Yeah, you can hear kind of like distant off explosions, but you're not sure if it's either from the thunderstorm or from whatever's going on in the city or.
Can we see
Across the
anything that looks like fighting in the city? Just from where we're at?
Not since you're at the spaceport, not right now.
Oh, okay.
What would you guys like to do?
I just walk off the ship and do the rain.
Hey, so since I'm a
I
cloak,
like
can
the idea
say
that
you,
Alex's cloak doesn't
like most
cover
of the
that
time
much.
just
Yes.
when we're not doing
It's
anything
really
important,
big.
I'm looking like a human.
Well, for Claudites, it hurts for them when they shapeshift, and you take strain each time.
Yeah, but like that's only like each time that you shift, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Don't they turn back after a while?
I don't know. I never did when I was a kid.
I mean, they do when they die.
Let me.
But I also changed
Yeah.
quite a bit. You did.
Let me make sure that way it's not like too like game breaky or anything.
Pretty sure when I was doing it, like I averaged like 5 straight a session just from like shape shifting.
Yeah, well, you gotta do that a lot because you did that shit a lot.
Yeah, and I played that character a lot.
Yeah.
Only a very talented Claudite was able to sleep and retain their altered form. If a Claudite was suitably distracted or hurt, and certainly when it was killed, they would revert back to their true form.
So like he suffers half of his wound threshold, he'd have to like forcibly turn back, and then otherwise,
Probably something like that.
as long as like he doesn't go to sleep, he retains his form.
Yeah. Something like that.
Well, I can just say instead of just every time we're not doing anything, just whenever we go off the ship, like when we're going out to uncharted territories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Adventuring.
I say definitely while we're wandering around, because like some of these places might not like aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
And most of us really stand out.
Yeah.
Well, this is Raxus, where it's a lot of alien.
3 meters tall.
I mean, they'll probably like you because you're a Geonosian, but at the same time, it's also like I haven't seen one of you in a while. But anyway, so yeah, you guys head into Raxulon, and you can see like stormtroopers here and there, kind of suppressing people. There's some rioting here and there. TIE fighters fly overhead. Looks like a lot of people are kind of minding their own business, keeping covered, or what have you.
For our auto parts store.
Auto part. Why don't you make a hard streetwise check with 2 setback due to the protests?
Okay.
No, the rain's just there.
The rain's a thing. We can just ignore it now.
What are you hoping to find?
I'm bored, so I'm gonna just get a bunch of parts so I can make shit.
Alright.
You just walk in.
Fair, I
give
was actually
parts.
thinking of getting parts for droids and building droids for the crew. But I don't have that much money.
While they're doing that, can I go towards like the government building?
Sure.
Okay.
And okay. Yeah. As you get closer and closer toward the government building, it kind of gets a little bit more security with the First Order. You can see a lot of people, even humans, being mistreated by them. You see like First Order riot troopers. You can see a couple of stormtroopers with like half of their helmet is like black, and they're carrying like this big axe-looking thing. Like you see like an Imperial officer like open up a door and he points in there, and you see like one of those axe guys walk in there and like turn it on, and he walks in there.
We just hear a muffled shriek.
Oh, you don't hear nothing.
You smell burning flesh.
You hear a small thud.
Oh my god, I smell burnt flesh. They must be dead. Look over, see a Kawaki monkey lizard like on a stick. It's like, oh. Alex, what did you get?
Oh, I didn't get anything. I didn't see shit.
Oh.
What were you?
Yeah, you go up to somebody, this little alien, and you're like, excuse me, and they're like, Wappa! And it just runs off.
What were you? What was your check to find a place?
It was streetwise, hard,
Yeah.
with 2 setback.
Okay, I rolled that.
Yes.
And I'm gonna try to help him. 1
Okay.
success, 2 threat.
You
Okay,
see it, but the First Order sees you.
You are correct. You do. Someone is kind enough to point you to a vehicle shop area, and as you go, you thank him, you turn, and you bump into a First Order officer, and you reckon. Why don't you make a
Not good.
hard perception check?
It's Kylo Ren, but in like mechanics.
He's wearing the Randy intern.
the Randy intern.
Yeah.
You know it's him, and he knows you know it's him, but he can't break his
A
disguise.
success and a triumph.
3 success, 5 threat.
No, you don't do shit. I recognize him.
That's it.
I'm gonna go with David because I asked him.
God damn it. Fuck.
So first off, this Imperial officer looks a little different because he's wearing Stormtrooper armor.
You recognize him, but you
But,
also recognize the make of his gun as he holds it to your head.
It's like,
He has it's a deep red color, and he's bald with a cybernetic eye patch and a mustache, and you recognize him as the commander who started taking over Zorobax in the first session.
oh,
And
Oh, it's the.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And so he's back with 2 stormtroopers, and he's like, "Move out of my way, bug!" And he kind of shoves you out of the way.
get out of the way and let him
Yeah.
pass without incident.
Just bow your head to him.
As he's walking away, he like has like a comm link, and he's talking, and he's like, "Tell Captain Phasma that I'll be meeting with her shortly at the platform." And keeps on going.
To the auto parts store.
I want to follow
Let's
him.
go to Napa.
You want to follow him?
I want to follow him.
Okay. Make a hard stealth check with a setback die, and make one of those purple or red.
I'll go with Zach.
Sick
How
nasty
tall are the
son.
buildings?
They're.
Are you gonna fly onto one of them?
I was thinking maybe because it'd
I
be easier
mean-
to track them.
It
I
would
mean,
be.
it'd be quieter if I threw you.
3 success.
All right, you're good for now. They're this tall, so make what you will.
So-
How big are you?
I could
I got
probably like
three,
fly up to the roof of one and
Yeah.
kind of follow
Maybe.
them from the
Tristan.
roof.
I'd
It's me
say
and
that.
Dorito.
Tristan.
Cool
What?
ranch
I
or
got
regular?
3.
Cool range, because I'm a cool guy.
Do a boost die and roll again.
Do I need to stealth on the building?
Yeah.
What would that? Would I get some sort of benefit
Thank
of being
you.
on the building?
I would say you get a. They would get a setback to looking, but you get a boost to hiding.
It should
Okay,
just, like,
what's
let
the
those
difficulty?
guys put more-
Just do a medium with a setback die.
I got 1 success to advantage.
Alright.
One threat.
I like the cheese one.
I really do.
You fly up there and you see a stormtrooper working on a First Order probe droid. His back is turned. But the probe droid is like activated and its eye is like looking around.
I fly across the streets and. Well, I could just try to kill him.
You could.
You could also hack the droid.
Kill him, hack the droid.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the droid's not
I
too
have
active.
restraining bolts.
Yeah.
Are you close?
Probably not.
Well, I might be able to mess
I probably
with
didn't
it,
throw her
so-
fast enough.
Okay, so
Did you throw me?
No.
Okay.
I never
Tossed
bothered
you.
actually,
Yeet.
just in the like the difficulty for me to throw you.
empty. How close is the stormtrooper?
Short range.
Short. Oh boy, poor guy.
Does blood splatter on the droid?
Question.
I can't wait to go home to my wife
If you use an
and my sick
If
child.
you use an extreme
I
range
hit
weapon at short range,
I activated
The doggo
auto fire
would blast
too.
Okay.
So that's.
He's dead.
Yeah.
because my rifle.
I'm gonna go up to the droid and start messing with it.
See his.
Okay.
You
I know,
that
that
he
is
could
just
say,
fucking
I only
goes,
wanted to pay off my
"What the
college
I know.
loans.
Step on him.
Wow.
No, but
Make a daunting mechanics check
Okay.
with 2
Something
setback
weird.
die.
He modeled the fuck out of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like freaking out and you're like latched onto it trying to like get it on like to hardwire it and whatnot.
3 success, 2 threat, 2 triumphs.
Woo! Oh yeah, you hacked into that bad boy. You're good.
2 triumphs, yes.
Overhead, you see that mysterious black starfighter from earlier fly over the city, and it goes across town.
Shady shit.
We're fucked.
Okay, so am I at the Napa Auto Parts store yet?
Yes. You see a Godel, work person, if you will. Godel, the goat people,
Oh yeah, you guys are awesome.
and it's like, bad. You know, it does the whole goat thing. It's like, welcome to my shop. What can I do for you?
Spare parts, broken droids.
Alex, I love this character.
I followed Alex's character into the shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I did too.
What necessarily did you like want?
Oh, just like spare parts, because my thought process is like through the course of this campaign, I'll just make a series of small little helper droids for me. They eventually make an entire army.
That's hilarious.
If you want help.
No, I have 3 mechanics. I'll be building up this entire section.
Okay.
And he's
Or
like,
this entire
well,
campaign.
you're in luck. I'm closing down thanks to the first order. Everything's half off, so take whatever you want. There's not much left. And there's various spare parts to droids and machinery and stuff like that.
Okay, I take
'Em
2,000 credits worth of shit.
Okay. And that was basically like 3/4 of everything in there.
Why are you closing down because of the first order?
Wait, how much would it?
Look at me.
How much
That's
would
it.
it cost us to take the entire store? 3.
Sure.
Okay, then I spent 3,000 credits to get the entire
Alright,
store.
I was
parts.
gonna give him 1,000 to.
There you go.
do it,
And it's
but
like, well, he's like, thank you. Me and my girlfriend are gonna move out of here.
Are you heading
Have
off
fun.
world?
Yes.
How are you gonna do that with? Is the
Alright.
force order letting people off world? Or
They're
Are
not.
you
They haven't
using-
done martial law yet, so we're gonna
are you using third
pray to the
party?
force.
Okay.
So he
Of
did
course.
take the 1,000 credits I gave him, right?
Yes, and he is very thankful for that.
Do you know if there are any other people who don't feel so happy about the first order being here?
And he pulls up a map of the galaxy and he goes,
I meant on this planet.
"Oh."
He zooms in on the planet.
I'm looking for.
And he zooms in on Raxus,
Oh god damn it! Okay.
moves in
Fair
onto
enough.
Raxilon.
Fair enough.
But if you really want to get specific, and he points to a cantina, he's like, "This one right here,
Thank you.
Dooku's Pride."
Offer him a ride.
Oh, what? Cantina can be named after Dooku?
Listen,
Our
if
Lord
you,
and Savior.
If you and your girlfriend have problems getting off world, let us know. We got a ship and a crew.
Okay.
We
And
come back and
weapons.
they stole our ship.
I didn't tell them
No,
where
they
the
just
ship
took the
was.
sushi.
It's
No,
not sushi.
I'm taking my bag of parts and I'm going back to the ship.
I'm still
I'm gonna
following
follow him to make sure like no one messes with him.
I'm gonna head to
Because he has a
Dooku's
lot of
Pride.
stuff.
Okay.
I'm still following that Imperial officer.
Yes. And he heads toward a different like spaceport, and it's very guarded.
Okay.
Like first order, like probably about 6 stormtroopers, and there's like 2 probe droids, and you see one of those walkers you see in the Rise of Skywalker on Kijimi. You see one of those patrolling around.
Okay. Can I just get to like kind of a vantage point where I can overlook the platform, or just like I just want to basically I want to see his meeting with Phasma.
Can I send the probe droid to go watch this meeting? Because it's.
Do you want to go to the Phasma one and toward like the Mysterious Starfighter or anywhere?
Go to the Phasma Star Destroyers.
Go to the Phasma. I've got this one.
Okay.
Or no, I mean I've got the Phasma one. Go to the
I'll
Starfighter.
send the probe droid to check out the weird
Starfighter?
Have it
Okay.
come back to me.
You see Kylo Ren, Darth Maul, and Galen Meredith.
I'm already on
With their powers combined, they're like, fuck you, David. That's right. They're like, alright,
I'm
we're gonna bring back Kleeklak, and you're like, uh-oh. Here we go again.
Mostly.
It's just Kleeklak and Kylo Ren's armor.
I've only like half through this.
You want to buy some Death Star plans?
Just has a small
You
Death
want to
Star.
go home and rethink your life? I want to go home and rethink my life. You...
Dude, I know this is my report.
There is like a wiring that's connected to the main building that you would be able to go over because all the it's like rounded so like you couldn't like see over but you'd have to get over but there's that.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
That's about it.
Oh, okay.
I'll try and get up there.
You want to try and do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start make a hard athletics check 2 red and make it 2 setback die. 1 because this is terrifying, 2 because it's wet. It's a little slick.
Do I have to do that as well?
I got 5 success and 3 threat.
You slip and hurt your knee.
I got more success than threat.
That is true. Do you have anything on you?
Let me look at my inventory.
You're gonna
I
lose
have-
something.
Let's see.
Actually, never mind. There's a gust of wind and your hat blows off,
No.
and it hits and it lands on a stormtrooper's head and like lands perfectly on top. None of the stormtroopers notice, and he's just guarding, and it just.
Shit, I
That's
want
what
that
we're
hat
gonna
back.
die.
I was gonna say, I think the only thing I had was the hat. That's my guns.
and the stormtrooper like goes to like just like hear something, and then he's like. And he just tosses it on the ground.
What if we just like put it back on?
That would probably got
He puts it back on, please.
And he's like, he just wipes it off. And like one stormtrooper's like, go back and stares ahead. And then you see that red stormtrooper, and he's like going in, and he's walking, and then he stopped, and then he, bam!
What if the first one with the hat just tips the hat at the guy?
Too late now. And he walks
The hat
in,
is tips.
and then you see that stormtrooper who like shook his head, and he's like, and he stuffs it in like a bag.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get that.
But you get over on the other
Alright, yeah,
side.
Not too nice of a hat.
Just be like Lando's Cape Collection with the hats.
That'd be
Is that-
hilarious.
I'm gonna go on a mission to get your hat back now.
In a second, I want to hear this. I want to see this conversation.
Well, we're
first.
going over to you now. You're, chawing along with all your parts and heading back.
I'm behind him, making
yeah.
sure no one's messing with him.
Is it alright? So Zach and Native together. David's by himself, and then it's you 3.
I'm going to the cantina.
Cantina.
I don't know what
Okay,
we're doing.
these 2 are together then. So then, you guys are walking, and you see a Skakoan and a couple of Weekes and Niktos, some rough-looking group, and they're talking to someone, and he puts up a hologram of like one of your guys' faces, and he's asking where.
How do they know me? Other than the fact I'm huge.
Well, no, it's only these 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I'm gonna kind of just stay behind him.
Okay.
But I am gonna be prepared.
Alright.
So that means I'm gonna have one of my weapons near my hand. So I can-
Okay. And so you're walking along, trotting, thinking about all the parts and like what you're gonna make, and then you hear "excuse me," and you look up and you see that Scott Cohen. And why don't you make a hard stealth check with one of those being a red die and make a setback die along with it. And he's like, and he puts up a hologram of her, and he's like, "Have you seen this person?"
I just look at it, tilts my head. It's like I'm really focused on things because like I'm really stupid, and she scared me, so I forget her face.
One success, 2 threat.
Okay.
Alex farts.
And
what
one
if
of
he
the
is-
bounty hunters goes, "Is someone behind you?"
Where?
Alex. Alex. what
And
if
you
said-
like turn around and your bag like hits this gecko and you keep turning and it goes bam, bam, bam. And he's like, all right. And he just goes on his way.
What if he had asked you if you recognized her and you're like, yeah, I've seen her on the planet we were on initially.
That would have been funny, but that would also raise the question of how I got from that planet here.
Yep.
Oh, coincidence. Right.
Scary lady. Over there. That's what I tell the guy. No, it's like I point like a far off direction, like the other side of the sea.
You point like way over there and you look up. You're right next to a building, so it's a wall. Right over there. And then he just.
No, other side building.
All right, I knew that. All right. And he's just like configuring stuff again, and he goes on his way. That's fun. Haley, you go to Dooku's Pride.
Please tell me they have a bus looking in there.
He does. They do. It's claimed to be like the one from the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. You can tell. There's like someone like they like rub his head like for good luck. So there's like a spot here where like and in there is a bartender.
It's
Member.
Dooku with no hands. He's just like
It-
fumbling with little nubs.
It's actually him in like a fishbowl, just his head, like Futurama, and he's like, "Welcome." No, the bartender is a Korovar, which is one of these guys.
Ooh, yeah.
He's green with envy.
Wahaha! And he's just like, "What can I do you for?
Get me a drink.
What kind?"
Mid range. But like not like
Mid-range.
super expensive.
Mid shelf.
Mid shelf.
Clear.
You know what you want? A Grievous saber shot.
That sounds awesome.
Boom, boom, and you. It was great. You felt woo,
Woo! Give me another one of those.
boom.
I'm gonna go sit in a corner table.
Okay.
now.
Yeah, you are already feeling like it is a fast
I'm gonna
actor.
Go sit down.
Actually, because it's a saber shot, you have to take 4 because the Grievous is hard.
No, I'm taking 8 shots at this point.
No, just 4.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you're a bit tipsy,
I'm
so
gonna go sit down.
setback die to any
That's
check
fair.
you do.
Okay, so you just went there to get drunk.
Well, I was gonna like people watch for resistance members, but like there were shots, so like I'm not.
You're like,
really-
there were shots.
You just
Like, I was gonna go to work, but like,
Can I drop off my
Maybe
car
some of my
so I can,
beers.
like, go hang out with the scary lady?
Sure.
Like which
You-
one?
Wait, aren't you gonna?
Yeah, I'm dropping my part.
Yeah, so you drop it off. Fulvis, the Gonk Droid, and the other crew members are all
My
on the
sister
ship
is
still.
there too.
Your sister, Toolbox. So they're on there. You put down the parts, and Toolbox is like, "Hey, can I help you with this stuff?"
Who's toolbox again?
My droid I built.
Yeah, it's a labor droid.
It's a labor droid with a toolbox on it.
Okay, that's cool as fuck.
Legit.
It like opens up, and it's got like, "Can I help you?"
I couldn't carry it and my gun.
It's
so.
like the
Help me
talking.
take to room.
It's like the talking wardrobe from Beauty and the Beast. It's like the toolbox.
It carries it to your room, So yeah, and you guys
Then
head to the cantina.
we're gonna go back and hang out with the scary lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna need help
Am
after.
I not a scary lady to you?
You're both, all 3 were scary ladies.
Okay, but you gotta keep in mind she's 15,
Yes,
so she's young.
all ladies are
Who's abused
scary.
by?
Okay.
Who's
Is
the-
it your little
who's
sister
the
that
third
abused
one?
you?
Little
Or-
sister?
On your
or-
sister.
Oh, okay.
Little sister.
So-
Yeah.
Was your sister that abused you older or younger?
Both.
So he's scared of young.
Middle child.
Yikes.
Damn. Nate, since you need to get to the other side through the wire hanging on. So that's gonna be a hard athletics check with 2 setback die.
Can I assist him in any way?
I don't know how.
Never mind.
You got this! Stormtrooper looks up. Bam, bam, bam.
Shots are gonna miss.
Yeah, I get Starkiller base right here.
No, so you know, training is much improved since the Empire's days.
I really want to call bullshit on that. The shots being missed for a tin can in the Mandalorian says otherwise.
That was still the Empire.
fair.
Guys.
That was still the Empire, yeah!
That's hilarious, though.
That was awesome.
How do you miss that? Like,
Takes his
Stormtroopers just like
blaster.
not no
Two
scoping
successful
Finn and Poe when they're just
Okay.
literally 5 feet away from them on a Star Destroyer.
Take a strain. So you guys get over and sneak over and you see one of those command shuttles that the First Order has, and you see that red stormtrooper, and you see Phasma come out, and she refers to him as Commander Falu, and she's asking about the protests going on in Raxus, and he's like, I'm handling it. I'm also trying to. I have other stuff to worry about. I'm trying to get their shipments from that space station here in the Tyon cluster, full of mining stuff and whatnot. And she tells him to hurry it up on orders of Supreme Leader Snoke. And and she's like, do not fail me or I will personally see to your execution. And he's like, whatever. They kind of start bantering.
Okay.
Like, flirty bantering or like,
No, like they want to
Scary.
both kill each other.
fun bantering?
And she's like, Pyre is more, successful than you are. And he's just like, he had an easy mission.
He didn't even have a good track record with that, though. I mean, like, the first half of the mission, I guess.
But, yeah. David. So, you send that First Order probe, correct?
Yes.
Alright. So you take it over to the other side, which is much more First Order guarded. Dip and weave through the streets. You see all the First Order troopers and the walkers, all that stuff. And you go over to that starfighter that had landed. You see some stormtroopers line up to greet whoever is in there.
Plot twist, all of a sudden, the Knights of Ren are on the other side.
Oof.
that'd be terrifying.
Everyone push that in chat.
And you see there's another ship there already. It looks like this.
Oh, fuck.
Lovely.
That looks like it's got bad carbon emissions.
I'm sending the probe
And
droid, now
you
I'm-
see a dark hooded figure.
What? Absolutely.
He's shirtless.
Does he look like a fridge?
He has some sort of helmet on. And you see about a few other individuals come over from the other ship. They all have these nasty looking weapons.
Nasty ass.
Yeah.
Crusty ass. Busted ass.
Okay. With your pro droid, you're watching. Where are you watching from? Like up above, just like high over,
Up above.
up above. All right. Well, your droid starts malfunctioning, and you're like, you're trying to figure out if something's wrong with the droid. You notice the masked warrior is using. He has his hand raised, and the droid is malfunctioning,
The magic
and then it gets crushed.
I'm leaving.
All
Getting up here as soon as possible.
Bye bye.
right. Back to our spies on Phasma. What would you guys like to do next?
You want to go get your hat back?
Yes. Alright, so is that like about like all we're gonna hear? Or
Yeah, because they start. Commander Falu and Captain Phasma both leave, and they head off in another direction. They take a speeder and leave.
Okay.
And a stormtrooper arrives and tells that stormtrooper who took your hat, to switch places. So he gets his bag, and starts walking toward away from
Away?
the spaceport.
Nate?
What do we want to do? Do you want to just like try to sneak up and steal it from him, or do you want me to distract him while you grab it?
No, we'll just sneak up. I'm a stealthy boy.
So you guys have to make it back across. So same roll as before. So hard one with 2 setback die. Athletics check.
Success and triumph.
Okay.
One success.
All right, you guys make it over, and you start following them. So if you guys want to make a hard stealth check, with just 1 setback die.
3 success, 2 triumph.
Yeah, you are doing quite well.
Nate's just watching in the back like, you're doing it.
3 success, 4 threat.
Okay. The stormtrooper looks like he is going into a makeshift first order barracks where there's other stormtroopers.
Congrats on their role.
Like there's just outside alone there's 10 of them.
So how close is he to this barracks? Like, is he like...
Like he can see it, they can see him,
Alright.
and you guys are in medium range.
Medium range?
Yes.
You want me to shout for help to get his attention when you sneak up to him?
I mean,
Yeah, so...
other stormtroopers are watching all.
Nate, so like,
That's
are we in
true.
like an alley, or are we like above him?
You're
or-
like you're at a building. You're like kind of peeking like around the corner.
Yeah,
and
Nate,
he's
can you
just
yell to
going
get
down
his
the street.
attention?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Like, help! I've fallen. I can't get up.
Say you're human too.
But wait, turn into a
I'm
attractive young
human.
woman.
We don't know the gender of the stormtrooper.
We also don't know the sexuality.
Ah,
Fair enough. Yeah.
Make a make a hard deception
Okay.
Turn into
with a
legend-
setback die.
Legend's hut so you can be a hermaphrodite.
Can I assist? Assist. You get 2.
Yeah,
You get 2
there might
boost.
be less likely to help. But,
Probably. How am I falling? I can't get up. Well, I can't get you up either.
oh, yeah.
You were never up to start with.
2 success, 1 advantage.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna collapse to enable the rears.
Okay. So he stops, turns around, and he just starts walking toward that area where you guys are.
How many people can see like this little alley, or like in first order see where we are right now?
If he turns the corner, no.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
We're gonna let him turn the corner.
Are you gonna jump him or are you gonna like steal it from
I got
him?
an idea.
Okay.
So he walks over, turns the corner, and
I push him up against the wall and pull out my blaster.
oh,
And I say, "Hey, Buster,
what?
you got something that doesn't belong to you."
What?
I grab the hat out of his little bag
What? How did you?
and I put it back on.
Alien scum.
Say, "Go on."
Wait, you're just
You
gonna
might
let
want
him...
to knock the fucker
All
out.
right, he turns the corner.
Let's run. Let's
Hey guys! Sound the alarm! And then yeah. And make a hard athletics check. 1 setback because of the mud.
You could have just knocked him out.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it. It was cooler to do it that way.
You're just like, be on your way now, partner.
Guys, an alien threatened me! Oh!
There's gonna be a bounty on you now because of that.
Yeah, you definitely are.
It's just gonna be Hat Guy or something like
1 trillion credits for stealing a hat.
Four,
My God.
4 success, 2 threat.
All right.
1 success, 1 advantage.
You manage to duck in an alleyway, and you turn a corner, and there's one of those big walkers, and it turns its head and it sees you, and it's got the big, claw on the end, so it's like walking towards you.
It takes the hat off you and puts it on itself.
I just go howdy, and then I turn around and run.
Okay.
Wait, you're running back towards the barracks now? Or
I'm just running away from
We're
it.
just running. Okay. While that's happening, you two.
Awesome.
Okay. So
This is
my
fun.
giant hulking figure walks into the Dooku's Pride Cantina.
Yeah.
I go up to the barkeep. Boop.
What would you like? Coronavirus. What?
Potato.
Okay. And he's like, 5 credits.
I give him 5 credits.
Okay. And he's like, here's a baked Dagobah potato.
I take the potato.
Yes.
I see the scary lady. I go sit with the scary lady.
I'm still just like sitting over here.
Yeah, you're just chilling.
I'm eating my tater.
I'm gonna walk up to her and go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Grievous fuck me. That's what happened.
What?
That's all I say.
You're much less violent than my sister.
Thank you.
Still scary.
Sorry.
Just completely vibed out. Just, oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then a hooded figure comes in. A very tall hooded figure as well.
I'm looking at the hooded figure.
You just like shift your entire body to turn.
Yep.
You why don't you make a hard perception check and make and then don't forget a setback because
Yes,
you
I
are a
will.
little tipsy.
You make that perception check too.
Yes.
To figure it out.
You
I
said
engross my
hard.
tater.
I said, how do you
Is it
doing?
hard?
It's hard with a setback
Away.
die for you. It's just hard for you.
Okay.
Howdy's my new taunt?
2 success, 1 threat.
I can understand
Okay.
why you like playing Yu so much.
What?
I can
What'd you
understand
get?
why you like
Nothing?
playing Yu so
Failure
much.
and
It was fun.
You can't make any discernible features. As for the threat,
He's really attracted to Haley's character.
an Imperial First Order officer walks in and he sits down at the bar asking for a drink. He's like, "Hey, Hornhead, come on, give me a drink." And he's like, 5 credits. He's like, "Nah," and he reaches over and grabs a bottle and starts pouring himself a glass. And the Korrivar just shakes his head and goes back to wiping down dishes and
I
stuff.
finish my tater.
Do you recognize the hooded figure?
You can't make anything out.
I go up to the bar and ask him.
Oh, you got. I'm
I got
sorry. I'm so
success.
sorry.
Yeah, no, you're
You
good.
can tell they're human.
Okay.
It's all human.
It's
I
Dooku.
mean, you
It's
would
fucking
at least
Dooku.
assume human
Probably,
from
yeah.
the hands.
Okay.
But they sit on the far end of the at the bar, and the Korrivar goes over to them and gives them a drink, and they kind of start talking to one another.
I go up to the bar and ask for my tater.
He's like, "Oh yeah, boom."
Thank you.
Guys, I think we want to talk to the hooded figure. I'm not positive though, because like
I'm a little busy at the
little,
moment.
little dizzy, but like,
Yes.
I'm a little dizzy at the
but,
moment.
like
I said busy.
Oh, busy. Well, it could be both.
But like, I think we want to go talk to that person.
Hey,
I got this.
Really?
I go up, take my tater, and I go and I sit with the hooded figure.
Uh-huh.
And just eat my tater.
That's not gonna help. I'm gonna walk up behind him.
I'm gonna sit here.
Forgive him. He's
And he's like, "Oh." And the figure sounds male, and he goes, "Oh, no worries." Still hooded. and
I from
whatnot.
some of my potato.
He's like, "Oh no, I'm good, thank you."
So, unrelated to that, but apparently Jedi Fallen Order has been selling really well.
Yeah.
It's already surpassed 8 million.
No, I heard it's 10
It's
million.
10 million.
Oh, really?
It's 10
They
million,
only-
and they were expecting 6 to 8 million. So
Well, they
That's
were
awesome.
expecting 6 to 8 million by March, so it's selling really well.
That's awesome.
because it was a good game,
I wish it was longer though.
Me too.
I think it was a good link for what it was, but
Yeah,
it
but-
could definitely be longer.
Yeah.
Because they're like, "Oh, you can go to any planet you want." Like that's cool and all, but like it also didn't really matter that much. Like
Yeah.
if it was just like you go here, then here, then here, then here, like it still would not have mattered to me.
To be fair, that it was about the same amount of planets to next to the Republic. So
I guess. If you want to talk about that old game.
I don't want to talk about that anymore.
It was a pretty
It's
good
not
game.
like they're gonna make a movie.
Everyone's like, "Oh my god, it has the greatest plot twist of all time." I'm like, anyone who's a writer can like kind of see the plot twist from a mile away. Like I
Was
could,
that a plot twist though?
where like you were playing Revan all along. Like you could
I
tell.
mean, technically,
That's
and
not
I like the
I
twist, but it's not very surprising.
Like any time you have someone who can't remember who they are, and it's like, "Oh, we're talking about this legendary person." Like, let's be real.
Okay, you know what was fucking great? I knew that twist before I played the game, so I named my character Revan.
Oh my
So all
god.
the interactions are like, oh yeah, have you ever heard of Darth Revan? I was like, yes.
Of course I know him. He is me.
I introduced myself as Darth Revan, and they're like, bullshit, you're not Revan.
False. You call me a liar. Some Sith Lord's like, I ain't calling you a truther.
It was, I found that really
Okay,
All right. So to my bar flies. What would you like to do?
I finish my tater, get up and I look at the guy in the face. Look at the guy in the hood. I was like, hi.
Hello.
I'll
Nice
be my
weather.
imitator.
It is nice weather. I do enjoy a good rainy day.
Not big on thunder though.
Oh, I enjoy the thunder.
Ooh, what about the lightning?
Lightning's fun
Oh.
to look at least.
Cool.
Never fun when flying through it, obviously.
I don't think it would be either.
Can I buy you something to eat?
Another
I like another tater piece.
Oh my god.
And
That
the bartender
You're
goes
tall.
and the bartender and he's like, you know, and he's like, of course for you on the house, and he just slides it over to you.
Oh shit, it's Dooku.
It's totally Dooku.
He's getting stuff on the house in Dooku's bar.
I think it might
Thank
be
you.
someone.
Are you Count Dooku? Do you know Count Dooku? Well, of course I know him. He is me. No, could you imagine if he was just like, well, I have to go. I have to. Reveals it's Dooku. Head out. Robotic body and all.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to Alex's character. I'm gonna look him in the eye and be like, alright, I'm gonna go head back to the ship. I gotta go check on EP.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't. But could you imagine?
He did say he likes thunder and lightning.
Flying through it.
What is wrong with liking thunder and lightning?
Ah.
Makes you a bad person. Hey.
So,
I'm
did you
fine.
as close to saying that?
I was, yeah.
I was about to go
I
right
was
My
expecting you to say.
What'd you say? I'm so
I
sorry.
know, you're good. I went up to Alex and I said, I'm gonna go check on EP.
No reaction.
Damn it. Alright, I tried.
Bye, Square Lady.
I'm gonna go walk out and say that's it. I can't see it now.
Okay.
Because
In
I
the
still
ring.
feel comfortable walking towards the ship.
Okay.
I asked him, do you want a drink?
Oh no, I'm fine. I have this right here. Points to his cup.
Fair enough.
What brings you out here? I don't see many Gregorians now that their planet is enslaved by the First Order.
Oh, sad.
Wait,
sad.
what?
Oh.
That's very sad.
Yes, my dear friend. Your home world is in jeopardy. But then again, many worlds are in jeopardy now.
I'm a Gregorian?
Yes. And then he pulls out a data pad and he pulls up like a file on like your species and that. Well, I hope I made your day.
You did.
And then
Thank you
also-
so much.
Tell you what, and then he orders like an expensive menu and he takes it to go and he gives it to you. There you go.
Yes.
Also,
Best
the
thing
fact
ever.
that he finds out that his race is enslaved, I hope I made your day.
You right?
Kind of a backhanded compliment.
I'm a blissful idiot. Let me enjoy this moment. I know what I am now.
And what brings you out here to Raxus?
I'm with the group.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 scary ladies.
Mm.
Four.
The resistance.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about her.
Your sister and you too.
I
Yep.
don't know how I ended with them. I just kind of there.
Uh-huh.
And we ran from some birds and fire.
Mm-hmm.
And we came to a place with a lot of water.
I'm translating for
Mm-hmm.
him. That way he can fully understand.
Well,
No, he the
I
hooded
speak- I can
figure
speak.
the hooded figure is like understand like he like understands what he's meaning. He's like, oh yes, good. Go on.
And I bought a lot of parts
Mm-hmm.
because I make stuff.
Hmm.
Not good stuff, but I make stuff.
I used to make stuff.
What kind of stuff?
I was a scientist. I made all sorts of things.
Did you make flying birds?
No, I was more in biological stuff.
Like robot people?
Not necessarily.
But like people with like metal hands.
Oh, cyborgs? A little bit of that. Dabbled more in xenology, biology.
Making people?
No, just more research.
Ah. So,
He's like, I'm particularly interested in Geonosians.
I know. I love to just dissect one.
So I got my parts, and I dropped them at the ship. And then I came here
Yes.
to watch out for one of my scary lady friends.
Uh-huh.
Because...
Are you referring to the Duros over there?
Yes!
You're
that
outside.
I'm
one.
outside, so they can't see me.
Out there.
She's scary, but she's weak. And I must protect, even though scary.
Mm.
Slightly offended, but okay.
Out here outside, you're like, I heard that! And that first order officer's like, shut up! He's like you look over, he has like 3 bottles now, and he's just like flat out drunk.
He seems like a fun thing.
Well, that should be fun.
And he's like, pardon me real quick. And the guy gets up and like, he's like 6'7". Like he is very tall. And he walks over and he sits down by the first order officer. And he starts like small talking him like, you can't really, and like the first order officer starts getting more agitated and stuff. And just quick as lightning, the hooded figure grabs him by the head and slams him into the thing. He's knocked out, and he's like, and he tips the bar and he's like, sorry about that. And he's like, ah. And he takes out and he's like, ah, and he throws you something and you catch it. First order captain's medallion. Like there you go.
Wait, we got 2 of them now?
And he takes out a data pad and he's like, looks at stuff and he tosses it and he's like, all right, well.
Alright, I'm gonna stop him.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming he's walking out of the cantina now.
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna
I
stop
thank him though.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna ask him who the hell he is.
Bye, guy.
Maybe.
Scary lady, leave him alone, he's nice.
Okay.
He did just
I like to
give
think that
us
in the
another
back, like just
captain's
somewhere off in the
medallion.
distance, you can just hear the walker chasing me, and just shooting.
Probably, honestly.
Most likely, yeah.
Like outside, you see like a first order probe, like we are looking for a Chamberlain with a hat.
Weird, I have no idea who that would be.
I shake my head. Why?
I hope it's in that voice too. Just.
So he takes off the hood
Uh-huh.
and hold on real quick.
We might be able to recruit this guy.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or he might recruit us.
Either way, like I want
Or
to keep in
he,
touch
or
with
he's
him.
an ex-imperial scientist.
Regardless, he doesn't like
But
the
he might
first
be
order.
useful against the first order.
A lot of
I
I was like,
people are
as he was saying that, I went, Ezekiel? I was almost convinced he was Ezekiel until he did the stormtrooper thing.
Until he was 7
Yeah.
feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Ezekiel was advertised. But there was also
That's the
Cross
discussion.
his character that joined Ezekiel.
Yeah, but he wasn't
Oh,
human.
No,
He was an Arcanian.
Arcanian, which almost looked human.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I couldn't remember what the
And
character's
I
name was.
need.
But I know he was a biologist. He was slightly insane.
Just a little.
Just a little. Trying to
Yeah,
cure
I
a
like
sick
your
wife
socks.
who was dead.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just saw them.
Star Wars sock calendar thingy that everybody got for Christmas.
Yeah.
Is he still like walking away?
No, he stopped.
Okay.
Hello?
Y'all, apparently Fort Hayes has apparently confirmed case of coronavirus. Ooh.
Well, it was nice knowing y'all.
Well, it's Lawrence and then Fort Hayes, so.
And so the guy,
It's
he
Modelo
human,
It's my favorite.
despite how tall he is, and he has kind of bright blonde hair, and he has very, very bright blue eyes.
Please
What?
tell me this isn't the dude that we always run into at least once per session that I can't remember his name.
Are you talking about Kylan?
Yes.
No, this guy's way taller.
Okay.
Is he a
But,
janitor from
you know-
Mont Berry?
No.
It's Barry McCoy.
Barry McCockner.
He's just super hot now.
I go up to him, thank him for the medallion, and ask him who he is.
Who he is? He's like, I'm a lot of things. I'm just a wanderer.
Wanna come with us?
Sure.
We could use his laughter.
Sweet! Okay. I grab my to-go box and I go around my head armor like, let's go!
Okay, I'm gonna walk behind them.
Okay. Puts
I
up
feel
the
like
hood
we should-
again and
Yeah.
walks out.
I feel like we should locate our friend
Other
over there.
friends.
You just see me walk away. Ah!
Cowboy!
Alright, let's
Let's go.
find the other. When you see like first order speeders, jet troopers are like.
I'm just like on like a first order speeder, just like surfing on it. Also, I still don't have shoes on.
As we watch this, I go, why?
Cowboy dog.
Yes, 100%.
You are very true.
Very correct.
Yep.
You need to go see him.
Back to David. What would you like to
Something that
do?
actually happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's start flying back through the ship.
Okay.
Because I actually have no idea where anyone else is at this moment.
We left you.
You're just like all alone and slightly panicked because your children got destroyed.
Oh yeah, they did call me.
Yeah, we all
Hey,
call
where is anyone?
Everywhere, anywhere, just pick a place.
Make new friend.
I'm in an alley.
Back to ship.
Yeah, Nate's just chilling.
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
It's just that vibe, but it's Nate, and then I'm getting shot in the background.
Well, okay, can I hear, like, do I know? Are you...
You, as you're flying, you can see him on the
You
speeder.
hear blaster fire
Okay.
in the background, you see the hat fly in the wind.
No, I still got the hat on, boys. And
One
I'm not
arm.
afraid at all. I'm having a good time right now.
I mean, wouldn't like the holes that have his horns like just keep the hat there?
Yeah, you like take a shortcut and you go through, and the walker can't get through, and then it stops, and then like everyone like kind of piles into each other, just.
All right, fly back to the ship.
Yeah.
So,
I lost him. I'll meet you guys back at the ship.
You better.
So I would assume everyone gets back to the ship. And go there. And so for you other three, you see an extremely tall person with others.
Howdy.
New
Greetings.
friends.
Who are you?
Just a wanderer.
Wonder.
Good enough for me.
Okay.
We're gonna
The
No,
We should probably leave.
Tater man,
We
good.
should probably.
tater
Tater
man.
man.
You just
Okay.
hear the klaxons going off. We should probably leave.
Like, we should go. We should go now. Like now. Let's go.
What's the rush?
Let's go now.
Okay.
The fuck did
Ca-
you do?
Cowboy did shit.
David.
I'm with her. What did
David,
you do?
you're
And then you hear like alarms going off.
Guys, where to go?
We should go.
now.
Like as soon as the alarms go off, we should leave.
You guys, yeah, head out. And you see the guy. Then he takes off his hood. And boop. Oops. Where you? And right. Good. So yeah, like I said before, tall guy, human being, all that stuff. So yeah.
Tater man
So-
friend. Let's go.
And he looks and he's like, Geonosian.
Oh.
I thought they were all dead.
Not quite.
Hmm.
Your wings kind of like flitter in shock. You're like, eh.
Ah, yes, you, for the species you built, the Confederacy, built that Death Star.
No. We helped the Empire. And then they killed us.
Yeah, but you guys began helping them. I've done many travels to Geonosis and started there, the ultimate weapon,
Yes. But
Death Star.
Death Star was first. The prototype was at, yes. And then it got sabotaged and things happened.
As it always does. He's like, partner.
Hi.
He's like, ah, Claudite.
Hi.
Interesting. Well, very diverse crew you have here. I like it. So what are you guys doing next?
Leaving.
Of course.
We need to
Besides leaving,
Where do
by the
we
way,
want
what
to?
did you do?
It's not important. Let's leave.
I find that
Part of
fairly
you.
Zach,
He
it's
actually
just like
lost this
his hat
game.
has a lot of tails.
I killed a stormtrooper.
true.
He just stole from me.
To be fair,
You stole back. Yes.
yeah, gives you backsies.
I've and the Wanderer says I've been conducting an investigation. I've been gone for a little bit, and this First Order has suddenly appeared out of nowhere. They have all these mining stations, and they've been taking all the moons from Iego. They've just been mining them all away. It's not even World of 1,000 Moons. It's now World of like 400 moons. It's not as
You're-
impressive.
But you're gonna go like world of 12 moons.
They'll get there. But
we saw their mining operation.
mm,
We had to flee the system quickly. Yeah.
Birds.
Yeah, that
of course.
works. He thinks
Nearby, there's a mining station. I feel as though it would be a good idea to
Yeah, that's what we
investigate.
Yes, that might be a good idea. So
Wasn't that
do
the
you?
plan anyway?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as our resident force user, you're gonna fight Kylo with his lightsaber.
I feel like that's fair.
I don't have a lightsaber. I
We'll
have an
get to that.
ancient
Oh,
sword.
you probably shouldn't do that yet. Then.
Not yet. We're not ready for that.
Don't worry, I have a really big gun.
Do we have anything? Do we have like stormtrooper
I've
outfits or
got a
something?
first order uniform.
I point to like my battered, but jacked
I
up
definitely
stormtrooper I'm
I
have
wearing.
mine painted.
have 2 nets.
So
Okay. Well, he can
That's not
pretend to
bad.
be a stormtrooper when we go to the mining facility, so we can do
Well,
recon
I've got an
before
officer
we.
uniform.
Mm.
It's even
Or
better.
you both can, as you're both humans. Well, you're human. He can appear to be one. Recon before doing anything may be beneficial.
That's true. And so you guys go into hyperspace to the coordinates. So yeah, anything you guys like to do in this spare time?
I want to ask this dude his name.
I'm gonna go play with my mechanical bits.
Okay.
That sounded so wrong. I want to go play with my bits.
I'm gonna check on my sister.
You just kind of like left her.
I left her with EP and
Bulbous.
yes.
The other
Toolbox.
scary chick.
And then the 4 moons.
Yeah, we have moons already.
3 of them. One of them's a Lerman.
One, okay.
Oh yeah, where
Yeah.
yeah.
In regards to his name, he just says, "I've gone by a lot of names. You can call me whatever."
See,
Tater
that just
Man.
doesn't make me like trust
Tater
you
Man.
a whole lot. So
That's fair.
Makes me a little.
I prefer to keep a low profile.
That's fair. Can you give me a fake name at least?
A name you would
Just
prefer.
call me the Wanderer.
Oh
A
God.
Wanderer or Potato Man. Potato Man.
No,
Alright, you know what,
That's not
His,
that one.
his name is Potato. I have named him Potato.
Okay, what if you just
Alright.
want to just call me the warlord?
I'm
It's
out.
not him.
Yeet.
I can tell you right now, it's not the Warlord.
Alright, well,
That guy's doing something else somewhere else.
no, guys, I feel strongly in myself that we can trust this guy.
okay, well, just know that if Potato betrays us, I'm gonna kill Potato.
Alex, what if
and
he's
I'm
part of
gonna
the
take
Farmers
his
Guild?
You know what? I have assurances that that's not the case.
Okay.
And if it is the case, someone's gonna die.
Hey,
skin. And we're gonna skin the
I've given
potato.
you assurances the Farmers Guild is legit now.
I don't trust
Can we check
anything
the
regarding the
holidays?
Farmers Guild.
Yeah, let's see the holidays.
I literally invited you
is there
in.
anything
you
about
just
a
didn't
masked
get my hints
cowboy
that I was
bandit?
drunk.
Yeah, we were trying to.
Not even masked, just a
Just
cowboy
the
bandit.
local news.
Oh, sick.
Togruta that they're looking for assaulting a stormtrooper.
Didn't even assault him. I like held him up against the wall and put a
Pointed
gun
at
in
your
his face.
Extortion,
I took a hat.
2,000 credit bounty.
Yeah, that's not enough.
So I need to steal more.
I'm gonna hit you upside the head for being stupid.
I'm a Tokyo drift the shift into the sun if you say that again.
Can I get off before you do that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So long, partner.
Going on
Actually,
in
no one gets off the drift.
the galaxy, Kashyyyk, as you know, during the Galactic Civil War was completely bombed and scorched by the Empire that was called hell by anyone visiting, is now 85% back to normal.
Yay!
Those trees grow fast.
And the first order shows up round 2, bitches.
Nate, spoiler
You know
alert.
what I mean? Basically, kind of round 3.
Other than that, Tatooine's crime. Tatooine's crime has gone down a lot, and they're in fact actually it's become more lawful and stuff. And there's actually they're making these artificial farms to grow produce and stuff
Sandbag.
and whatnot.
Interesting.
What
Why
the
does
hell's
the
an
farmer still have a
artificial
presence
farm?
there?
Basically, they get soil, good
Oh,
soil,
okay.
and they actually start growing stuff, and it's controlled.
Does the farmers guild
I
have a
mean,
presence there?
Yes.
Helping that out?
It was actually the Farmers Guild initiative to
Nice.
do that.
Initially in Legends, Tatooine was a
Lush planet, yeah.
planet before it got.
Oh, really?
Shot
Yeah,
with
before
glass.
it was bombarded by the Rakatans. So
They
yeah.
ruined a lot.
Yeah, they did.
The Wakandans are.
Fuck
bad.
yeah, they did. Woo!
They're fucking cannibals too.
Yeah. Did you guys see that one thing about the rumored Ahsoka and Sabine show having a Rakatan in it?
Yeah. I saw that. I'm like, this sounds too good to be true. But if this is true, then you have gained my trust.
Okay. So I can just do mechanics checks to just make. random
Yeah.
There's rules to making things.
Yeah. If you look through the
Special modifications.
special modifications, thank you. It tells you the
That's all.
stuff.
I've used it multiple times to make lots of things. You can make it almost anything.
Yeah.
And the Wanderer goes, how do you all feel about the First Order? I imagine none of you like them.
Not
They killed my
particularly.
parents in front of me.
Ooh.
They seem to be like the Empire.
He fucking just goes, ouch, that's gotta hurt.
They're easy to kill.
That's gotta
It
hurt.
just says cool story, kid.
Wow.
How do you feel about the First Order?
Oh, I have great distaste for them.
For what
They
reason?
look at them. They suppress democracy. They're unfair, corrupt. They act like the Empire. Be better if they were destroyed, in my own opinion.
Do you want to help us with that?
I've technically been doing that.
Have you
Can we
been
help
working
you
with
with
the
that?
Resistance at all? Or
I have not actually found the resistance, no, but I prefer going my own path, more vigilante style.
It's better.
It's more fun, less rules. But yeah. Anyway, so you arrive at. Oh wait, it's not raining anymore. And we don't need that anymore.
We've just got leaky pipes on our ship.
Nice going,
not
David.
Yeah, David.
Well, fuck you, David. Fucking leaky ass ship. You all drown in space. How does that happen?
Especially when we have an underwater ship with us. Right?
We drowned in the underwater ship. How?
In space.
In space. Come out of hyperspace. Far edge of the system. And in the distance you see space station. And
Space knowledge. Base knowledge.
come on. Alright, and it looks like this.
Interesting.
Okay.
And the Wanderer goes, and that right there is our target. It's a First Order mining station. Luckily, the First Order presence here is minimal due to them. A lot of their forces diverted to Raxus to suppress lots of the riots there.
Going down a road called Ruin.
So,
I become a hero in Raxus. I'm a symbol of the rebellion.
They put a bust of you right next to the one in front of you.
Everyone starts wearing cowboy hats.
They rub your cowboy hat so it's shiny.
No, they rub the forwards.
But they just rub them until they get numbed out.
Oh!
Yes,
Are you
sit on my
also-
face.
Yeah, I'm with him on that one.
Some fat Twi'lek comes. What a weird session that was. That was great.
Dude, we didn't do fucking shit. I got so mad at the end of that. I was like, what the fuck are we doing?
I'm trying to help y'all learn. It's like, let's go to a University of Alderaan and be mean to the professors. And I'm just like, are y'all gonna do something? We're gonna farm! And I'm like, of course! Because this whole campaign about being a Jedi who survived Order 66 is we're gonna spend the next 20 years farming!
I mean, it's safe. Kenobi did it basically.
That's
for
true.
20
And look what happened to you guys. You died! Except for
That's
you
'cause we
because
had
you're
to
an
leave.
asshole.
That's because we had to leave.
That's a terrible person.
But you formed the rebellion which saved the galaxy. But not anymore because the First Order's here, so it was all for nothing! Star Wars is sad! Anyway. You ever notice they made like all of our heroes from the original trilogy like depressed? Like
Yep.
Lando's family all got fucked up, daughter kidnapped, Luke's a hermit who is a failure. Han and Leia were apparently too busy for their kids and kind of separated. I'm just like, feels like it's a little. I don't want to say disrespectful, but like it's a little disrespectful. It's just like, did we really want to come back to that?
It's Ghostbusters 2-ish.
Hey, Chewbacca did fine.
He lost all of his friends.
Everyone died, man.
Yeah, but he's like super fucking old. Everyone's
Oh.
gonna die eventually.
I just think about the part where he finds out Leia dies,
That
and
was
it's
rough.
I hated that. Hate it. Unnecessary. It should have been Chewbacca at her side. Anyway,
So, well, I thought that scene was really good, but also kind of felt like JJ was like, oh shit, I didn't have him react to
Yeah.
Han dying like that and comfort Leia, so I gotta do this instead.
Yeah, that's how.
which he has like no one to comfort because he falls to his knees crying. Let Chewie retire. Hot damn. Anyway,
Chewie should have gotten the Falcon.
I agree with that.
Do you think he didn't?
Yeah.
I feel like Rey has
Just
it.
I
because
feel like
he-
Rey got it.
I just feel like
And
he
that's-
didn't. He wasn't in the pilot seat at all during the movie, and he had like 4 chances. So I feel like just by default he didn't get it.
Chewie or Lando should have it.
Definitely Chewie.
Or both.
Or both.
Lando lost it fair and square. He had a chance.
True.
Yeah, but his girlfriend is in it still.
Oof.
Like,
That's just. Can you imagine just like old Lando just like
Did
fucking
you-
a computer?
you read Solo, right? So you like the I don't know the
The
book
novel?
version of.
I actually
Where,
haven't
like-
read like most of the novelizations of the movies.
Oh really? Oh well, Lando like has a full-on conversation with L3 after she's like been put into the ship, and it's like weirdly sexual.
Nice.
They expand a
It's
lot
a
in
little
those novels.
uncomfortable.
Last Jedi did a great on expanding on
I
that.
love
That's
the
one of
Last
those that I
Jedi
have
one.
read, yeah.
It's amazing.
Snoke's like, ooh, I did know Luke.
And I'm just like, tell us more about this. And it's like, aha, I was Palpatine all along. I was like,
Yeah.
I just the fact that they made him like basically Palpatine's puppet just like kind of like
Cheap.
cheapened the character. I felt
I
like.
fully expected it though, honestly.
But like if they like made him like not like another emperor, made him more like, hey, I like doing light side stuff and dark side stuff. I think it could have made him a much more complex character as opposed to just him being like, oh, Palpatine grew him in a jar. He's a glorified sea monkey. I hate it. Makes me so mad. Anyway,
Semen?
yeah. Anyway, so you guys land at the station, if that's what you'd like to do.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So the first order attacks because you landed at the station. I'm just kidding.
I open the door.
I don't know
and
what
say
you're
howdy and
expecting.
Shoot everyone I see.
You land in one of the hangars.
What's our game plan here?
I don't.
Get out and shoot everybody.
I thought
Oh, okay.
you and the
Wanderer.
Wanderer
I
will
start doing like tricks with my
pose
pistols.
as first order personnel and try
Maybe
to
we
get
should have Portos come with us. Or-
Yeah.
Mhm. Sure.
Be smart.
I mean, she's been undercover as first order for a while, so she would know like we're in and out. So.
That's probably true.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You better be sorry. See you later.
See ya.
So yeah, and even in the hangar you're in, there's just boxes upon boxes upon boxes of something.
You guys want to go check out the boxes?
Yeah.
Can
let's-
Anya-
Let's open up a box.
Can Anya like feel anything? As if
Yeah,
they were like.
what?
You hear
Keyboard
Rock's telling you to
crystals?
fuck off.
Do you have sense or
I have foresee and move.
no? Okay.
Move the box.
Shake it.
It is not
Move it in its
zero.
force
Are you realizing how powerful
I
it
can
is?
move 0 silhouette right now.
So probably
Decided
just
to
So-
make an advanced combat chassis.
I can move 1 Kyber crystal.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, but he fixed it then.
Investigating
Yeah.
reveals that it is
You can still
mining
do it
equipment,
programming.
and
Yeah,
and
that's
other
what's
boxes
listed.
are
Well, I'll hold off on this.
minerals
Those little-
from various worlds.
Cool. Interesting. Can I take
It's-
a mineral?
Done properly.
Sure.
It's
Okay, I'm gonna take
I,
a roll.
yeah, but
For what
all
reason?
Can I pour
according
my
like
pencil
in
or
there,
something?
it's a 10-day process to make that. So I'm just gonna
We're
write
gonna
down
have to
what I rolled
put
for
up
that.
the-
When it comes in contact with Duro's skin, you blow up. I'm just kidding.
Rip.
Yeah, I was a.
Could you imagine?
Hugs it.
And I can only imagine.
Wait, what did I make again? Advanced combat factors.
Fuck.
Yeah, you said.
Okay. Are there any personnel nearby?
No, it's empty hangar right now.
I asked the Wonder, like, what, like, is there something you needed on this station? Or
Or are we just gonna blow it up?
Regardless of whatever program.
That's up to you guys. I feel like.
Alright.
But
Why is
isn't
this our target?
programming is like entirely separate role? I'm pretty sure.
Alright.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually
Could we
good
move
because
the
For
station?
some reason, our
No, it's a
No.
station.
Combat
Okay.
Is there a computer terminal or
average.
something?
There's
that
one
tells
in
us-
here, yeah.
Can we look at it to see where the minerals all came from?
Elimination directive.
Yeah, if someone wants to do a hard computers check with
Yeah, that's
2
not
setback
gonna be-
die because of first
Yeah,
order
let's see.
security.
We're in combat situations right now.
Okay, so you
Huh.
said.
I did some stuff I'll talk to you about later.
Of
What
course.
was the computer's check?
Hard with 2 setback.
Okay, so
Two success.
What should we just do?
All right. Looking in it, they come from Megiddo, Alzok 3, Scipio, lots of crystal worlds, stuff like that. Lots of planets from just the surrounding sectors and.
Anything from Zorobox?
No.
I mean, we did blow up their mining operation there. At least a
That was
little.
Megiddo, not Zorobax.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
No, it was Megiddo.
Zorbax is where we started.
Yeah.
We just
I didn't write that down.
There's no like
fine.
pattern to like the worlds or anything. It's just.
What?
It's just like random worlds, pretty much. No like pattern or.
Mainly, looking at the data, it looks like it's mainly mineral-rich worlds.
Okay.
And it looks like a lot of the shipments head off into the outer rim or even into the unknown regions.
Any specific places in the outer rim? Like any regular like stops?
Looks like big places, like factory kind of operations where the First Order has kind of a bigger presence, such as Megiddo.
Yeah.
You just see in large bold letters Exicle.
Fuck.
It's like spelled like the mocking thing. Exig.
And it looks like there's talks going on Jabim for more resources, which is a huge mining world. And the terminal door the door opens up on the far side, and a Nikto miner is walking in,
Hi.
and he's like, "Who are you?"
Hello?
Surprise
Citizen.
inspection.
We're from the Miners Guild.
Are you?
No.
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 I'm wearing a first order officer uniform.
Oh!
What do you think?
Oh, he was looking. Oh, sorry, sir. We weren't okay. Please go ahead and inspect.
Go about your business.
And he's just like messing with some controls on the far end. And like before he goes, he's like, "Can I get you anything? Do you need anything? Do you want to talk to the boss?"
If I do.
Huh?
I'll contact you if I do.
Okay.
What are you guys doing here?
It's a mining thing.
We're
Yeah.
So it's
What are
mining.
you mining? What are you mining for? Like, why are
rock.
you doing
What do you mind? Rocks?
I feel like asking him straight up is a
Yeah,
bit
it's-
suspicious if we're trying to be like.
It's like
She's a new hire.
I didn't realize we were hiring aliens. Okay.
You're
You're
really
Nikto.
I no need to all attack.
She's like, look, I've had a long day.
It's for machinery and stuff. As far as I know, I don't know.
It's like,
I-
I'm a miner. I don't know these things. You'd have to talk to the boss.
Yeah. Probably should.
Would you guys like to go meet him?
No, we'll wait. He's got some stuff to do.
In
Yeah.
due time.
Huh?
In due time.
Okay.
Depending on how the inspection goes down here.
Okay.
I would recommend, sir, that
feel
we inspect their
free.
computers and their records, make sure everything's up to date and they're not stealing anything.
Well, of course, that's what we're doing.
He's like at the
There's the
terminal.
computer.
May I check the
Ow.
computer?
Oh, weren't you already at the computer?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yes, he
I
was.
forgot what I did. I did something.
Yes.
Continue.
You're at a different terminal.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like
Yes.
this step across the aisle. It's like, let me go to this one.
What does the computer tell me that they're up to? Like, just
Literally what that miner was saying.
so it's just used for heavy machinery.
This is-
the like.
It looks like there's like projects on the unknown regions. It looks like various like shipyards out in the unknown regions. There's something called Hive Base 2, a place called Starkiller Base.
Oh fuck.
Shit.
They have such apt names.
Star Killer 2 Electric Boogaloo.
How many personnel are on this station?
It looks like it's a kind of a skeleton crew, about 20 to 30 miners and the supervisor, plus like minimal first order security.
So is it a space station in orbit or something?
No, it's just in deep space, but it's kind of collected here, kind of processed, and then sent out.
What
So why do
defenses
they have
does it have?
miners? Why do they have miners on here then?
They also do some of the work on
Okay.
there.
They gotta refine some shit.
Yeah. So like big pieces of rock will come in, they'll start like chipping away and like dividing stuff up. But what was your question, David?
What defenses does this place have?
Just the first order like skeleton crew.
Then Nick
Okay.
looks over your shoulder.
Like
Why
it-
are you looking at the security logs?
There have been pirate attacks in other places.
And the next one's just like, I just got a gun, that's it, it's just me.
Oh, you're screwed if the pirates attack.
I'm a pretty good shot.
Does anyone have a tracking device?
I have restraining
Exact.
bolts.
He pulls out his
Well,
own cowboy.
I
hat.
was
I'm something of a
thinking-
cowboy myself.
So,
We can either leave this place
shoot it.
undamaged and like place tracking devices in some of these containers to find out where they're
Is
going.
that another addition to my
If
collection?
the logs don't say exactly
I'm
like the exact
stacking
coordinates
cowboy
of these
hats on my
places.
points.
Oh, it gives out the exact
Oh,
coordinates of
okay,
these
so we don't need to
places.
do that. So we can probably just destroy this place.
Can we copy this information from the terminal?
Save
Actually-
the aliens.
We
Actually,
should.
Not the first order
instead
people.
of destroying it, do you guys want to tamper with their processing machines to mess up all the stuff they're mining instead? So like
Sabotage it?
anything that like they'd ship out to build weapons or machinery is something that would mean.
And
So-
the Nikto gets gets a notification. He's like, oh, excuse me, guys, boss has a meeting. I have to go. And he leaves.
Surprised
Could I
you're
do
still there.
Alter it so like whatever the end results material is weaker or
What do you mean?
Send the wrong shit to the send the wrong shit out.
So like
So-
say they're using the raw materials to build TIE fighters or something,
Uh-huh.
alter it so the processing function
Is
that goes
wrong.
through here, it would mess up the manufacturing.
Okay, yeah. You'd have to go, deeper into the station for that.
might as well.
Have we blocked their comms out?
Huh?
Have we blocked their comms out?
I feel like that might raise
No.
suspicion.
Yeah, let's not
Yeah.
give him anything yet.
I also just like how the guy showed was like, "Who are you?" Surprise inspection.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
no
love how
one
no
does-
one is questioning the 3-meter tall Ugorian that's around us.
You're the muscle.
Let's pick things up and move things.
Okay.
The rest of us, however, are a little bit concerned besides you.
I'm patching myself off as a tech expert because I am.
Yep.
Of course you are. So what would you guys like to do?
Let's go explore and find some machinery equipment type thingies.
I'm gonna go tamper.
So you guys head out, and you guys eventually come across kind of like a main kind of meeting room, and you can see like a group of miners, and like some droids as well. There looks to be, and then up on like a kind of a stage, there's like 2 stormtroopers, and then the supervisor. And the supervisor is like, it's like a droid body, but on top is a
It's Duca's head.
no,
He's back.
it's
He's got the hands.
it's a on top, like controlling it with like controls, is this tiny little alien.
Fuck yeah.
All right, change of plans. We're blowing the station up.
No!
What Would I be able to take a Babu Frick in my palm and just crush him?
Yes.
I pull out both my
Wait.
both my blasters.
No,
and
no.
activate auto fire.
What silhouette is he?
Huh? 0,
Crush him
obviously.
with the force.
You can
No!
move him.
I can move him!
Yeet him into the wall.
No, just
Wait.
kill them.
This bitch empty. Yeet.
So like behind them, there's like machinery going. There's like a smasher thing and stuff like that. Like a grinder, all that stuff. And so he's talking to the miners about how they need to double their efforts, and
Wait, so y'all, are we inconspicuous to the supervisor?
yeah, he doesn't see you guys because you guys are behind, like hiding in the doorway, and he's talking about how we're getting a surprise, how they're getting a surprise inspection, and that Nick is like, they're here already, and he's like, why don't you tell me? And he's like, and he starts. He's like, come on, let's go meet them. And he's like, show me where they are.
We should run back to where we were.
No.
Um,
Are we like in the hallway adjacent to the meeting room, or where are we?
Like you are in the doorway, and then it's the room, and you're in a hallway.
All right. Let's take a couple steps back. I'll just like barge in like I'm self-important.
I mean, so just
All
act
right.
like a first order officer.
Exactly.
So he walks out with the 2 stormtroopers, the supervisor, and he goes, he's like, and he turns the corner, and he's like, and he has also the Anzellan has a very deep voice,
Oh god.
and he's like, oh, welcome aboard,
I see you
Commander
kept me
Falu.
I see you kept me waiting after your assistant
What?
left the hangar.
Did he say Commander?
Yeah, he thinks you're Commander Falu. And he's like, well, as you know, I'm Supervisor. This is the name that came up because I thought it'd be funny. Dougie Miff
Oh my god.
is his name. And he's like, well,
So this isn't Babu.
no, it's not Bubba Frick. This is Dougie
So-
Miff.
Tell me about your production here.
Well, we've been working. He's like, we've been working hard. Quotas have been up. We're gonna work twice as hard. So I've been condensing down break times and what have you. If you'd like to inspect the machinery and what we've been doing,
Of course, I'll send someone on my text to do that.
of course. And
That'd be me.
yes. So you go over and start looking at the machinery. It's machinery, all right. And what would you like to do to the control? Like, what would you like to do?
Can I change it so like the metal is more brittle or whatever?
Brittle,
they put
okay.
this in
Yeah, so you
pretty nicely?
do a hard computer check 2 setback die.
3 success, 3 threat.
Okay. One of the miners, what should we have here?
I need to put more in computers right now.
Yeah, let's do one of these guys. One of the miners, as Morrigan.
Oh
Oh
gosh.
god.
Oh.
Those things are disgusting.
Those guys can't do hard labor.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's a Jablogian. As Morgan was the guy's name. And he's just like, hey, what are you doing?
Inspecting machines, making sure they're.
It looks like you're changing stuff. That's my
the
station.
First Order has some new requirements. Apparently, we can produce more things with this lower quality stuff.
Medium deception.
Damn.
Do I need to prep to rip some
Yes,
off?
you probably should.
I ain't seen one of you before. What are you, a Verpine? And someone's like, no, he's a Ratix. It's like, no. He's a Killick. It's like, that's a legend. They're not real. Oh, and the miners start debating what species you are.
1 success, 1 threat.
And you get the overcom, and it's like, First Order shuttle is arriving.
I'm gonna sneak off.
And they're like, more? Back to you guys.
Alright.
He's like,
No, yeah, I'm sneaking out of here.
you head to the
Yeah,
office,
okay.
and that comes first order. He's like,
I'm gonna go greet
I'm
the
expecting more.
the other officers.
Well, it's a surprise inspection. You're not supposed to expect us.
I wasn't expecting two.
Why
It's-
were you expecting one in the first place?
Well, come to my office. We'll discuss logistics.
3 of us are gonna.
I'm gonna go
just
greet the other
slowly,
inspectors.
like not suspiciously, like we're gonna go, but we're not
I'm
gonna.
gonna eat.
Okay. And where are you guys going?
I don't just not here.
Back to the hangar.
Yeah,
I'm
back to
going
the
back to the hangar.
What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, I have an idea.
And so one of those first order
His left
Uh,
very badly.
black shuttles lands, and out comes excuse me, stormtroopers along with the real Commander Falu.
Fuck.
Wait, follows the guy that we ran into earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah, except he didn't see us. He only saw him.
Can I say I like snuck back onto our ship?
Make a hard stealth check to
I'm-
set back
I'm gonna
that.
hide in
And
between the
To be
boxes.
fair, I never said I was father. He just assumed.
So
Three success.
Okay,
What did you say, Tristan?
I was just saying okay, and I was just like, I know. That's true because he did assume that he was Commander Falu.
I'm gonna hide as well.
Yep, I'm hiding in the room. In the boxes.
Okay. And Commander Falu's just standing there, and he's like, "No one's here to greet me."
Okay, hear me out. So his ship and our ship are in the same hangar, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Right next to each
Fire
other.
on his ship.
No, he's not. He's going to ram it, aren't you?
And Falu's
hang up.
looking at the Hammerhead Corvette, and he's like, "Let's go talk to the supervisor." And he walks out with like 4 of the guards, and so like the rest are The rest are there. And so he's
Following him.
okay. Make a hard stealth check with 2 setback die.
He's very respected.
Well, he does have that cybernetic eye badge.
There's also the fact that he has people there. You said hard stuff?
Hard with 2 setback.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is not gonna go well for me, guys.
Then why
It did not go well.
Too late
Bye,
now.
Anya.
Why are you trying to follow him if you can't stop?
Yeah.
Too late now. What'd you get?
Failure and 2 threat.
You trip.
Yeah.
You oof. Turns around. And he's like, "Who are you?"
I'm a minor.
There you go.
I was sent to greet you, and I was a little bit late to meet you.
Get up.
Sorry.
Take me to the supervisor.
This way.
And walks in. And
Does Anya know how to get there?
no, you don't.
You walk into a
I'm
broom
going to
closet.
get him lost on purpose because I don't know
She's
where I'm
gonna
going.
get lost.
He shot a stormtrooper for wearing a hat. He's gonna shoot you if you take more than 5 minutes.
So
It's got a point.
So you start going,
I think-
like, there's like a left and a right. Which way would you like to go?
Right,
Go left and
first orders and everything.
Go left, go left.
I'm gonna use first really quickly. It might help.
I mean, if you want to just bring him to the supervisor, that's okay. I've got a plan.
I don't really
Do that too.
Okay.
I give people hugs.
To light side foresee.
You see an angry Falu.
So either way, he's
So left or right?
We're gonna go
Go right. Right is always the right way.
right.
So you start going right, and he's like, "What are you doing? His office is this way." And
He started moving with someone. He started moving around, and I got a little confused. We're fine.
Oh, there's a second surprise inspection.
There is also a second surprise inspector here. So
And so he goes that way. He's like, he stops. He's like, "What do you mean surprise inspection?
I don't know.
I'm the surprise And he turns and he starts he goes a brisk pace toward the office.
Are
And-
stormtroopers following him?
Yes.
Damn.
And he opens the door, and
I say, Falu, how are your rounds?
the supervisor's like, "Aren't you Falu?"
No.
And the commander follows like, what makes you? Wait, what's going on here?
Commencing a surprise inspection.
Yeah, that's my job. What are you doing?
That's my job as
Let
well.
me see your transponder codes.
I handed my officer's medallion.
Oh my god.
Transponder codes.
Alright, hand over the ones that we came up with here.
Any data pad.
I'm so gonna get ready.
And he like connects it into the thing, and he's like, I'm so excited. He's like, Captain Galoo. Huh. Tell me, when did you and he like has a picture and it's a dark skinned woman. And he's like, what happened here?
I'm gonna roll to deception.
That's how we do it.
Deceive the fuck out of it.
Good luck.
Girls.
Alright, my deception is gonna be that we share the same name and the system gets fucked up a lot because of that.
Roll a daunting deception check.
Okay, behind the stormtroopers,
Yes.
I'm hoping that they're normal stormtroopers and they're not gonna notice me pulling out my.
3 success, 1 threat.
He's just like, hands you back the transponder code. He's like, fine. And he finally turns around and he sees you and he's like, what are you doing?
You're really bad at this.
He turned around and I was not expecting him to
He's
do
a
well.
surprise inspector.
You're not supposed to expect him.
Hold on.
Yeah, think about that for a while, huh, Chad?
And he kind of puts his hand on the blaster and he's like, what were you doing?
Using this as a thing to lean on.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking sword!
I did not pull out my sword. I pulled out my force spike. Well, no, I was preparing to pull it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do you have a force spike and a sword just on you? I
Yeah.
feel like both of those would be noticeable.
I don't know how he believed me to be a minor,
That's a good
by the
point.
way.
Chief,
You know
you have
what?
2 sticks on your back!
I'm gonna roll for this.
Do you think I'm an idiot?
Yeah.
Steve, are you still in the room? Like,
No, he's
David's still just fucking with the machine.
Yeah.
Are they still arguing about his?
Yes.
Is he a battle
Nothing.
droid?
Yeah, cut over to them. Maybe he's a battle droid. No. He is definitely Harglick. No, he's not. And he's like Claudite. No.
Can I walk out of the room?
Yeah, you walk out as they're still arguing.
Can
Did you
I,
already successfully mess up the machine?
yeah, I messed it up.
Yeah.
But can I go to their shuttle? Don't do that.
The first order one? Sure.
Yeah, don't do
And as you're leaving, you hear, wait, I got it. He's a hut. It's like, no. Everyone starts yelling at that guy. You idiot.
David, they probably got
They're just fucking back at you.
They do. They
Yeah.
definitely do.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you could always get on our shuttle, point the guns at their shuttle.
Alright, look, some of us have a plan, Alex. We don't need to spell
And,
it out.
and so back to the office. It's like, yeah, lock down the station. We have a suspected vehicle here, the Hammerhead frigate. And so the station starts locking down.
As soon as the station starts locking down, I'll jump on one of those turrets and just shoot the guy's shuttle. With the other stormtroopers.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I-
make sure I'm nowhere near
Zach,
that
before you
shuttle.
blast their shuttle, see if you can blast the hangar doors to keep them open so we can make an escape.
I'll do a cool
Just blast the
360
hangar
no
doors
scope with the
so
turret.
space sucks them all out.
Yeah, can you not shoot until I'm on the ship so I don't get sucked into space?
Are you in the hangar?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm hiding. in the
Fulvis
box.
is with you, and she's like, wait. I got this. And
Alright,
she
fair enough.
heads out there, and she sneaks, and she with some martial arts, she knocks out all the stormtroopers outside stealthily. She heads inside, and in there for like a couple minutes. And she comes back out and she's like, "All right, I have it rigged to explode."
When?
That's sick.
What? And she has like a makeshift detonator.
Guys, we gotta go now.
Well, Fulvis is going to be, well, not Fulvis,
Paolo.
Fallow is going to be a little bit shocked
Because why?
Yeah, what did you
He's
do?
walking down the hallway with his 2 stormtroopers, just muttering to himself angrily.
so he didn't do anything to me. Cool. I was gonna create a distraction.
What are you gonna do?
Lean on her force spike.
Well, hold on, kids. Hold on,
I
kids.
was gonna lift up the dude.
And he's also just like, all right. And also, let me talk. Get your crew together. I want to speak to all of them right now.
All right. I'm gonna tell Alex's character to assemble everyone.
Rawr.
And Father goes, disgusting creature.
Let him walk back into the hangar.
Actually, that's a good
I go
idea.
wander off to go find David.
Okay.
So
You
is he
find
going?
David.
Bugman, come.
Oh. Sure, why not?
Heard that before.
Bookman.
If I had a nickel every time someone called me Bugman,
Told me to come.
I'd have 12 quarters.
12 quarters.
And they're all from him.
Yes.
Oh,
All right, where else are you going, Greg?
What's your name's fucking Greg?
You
yeah.
need a new name, buddy.
No,
No, Greg's so
Greg is fine.
Where are you going, Greg?
Just Greg with like 3 G's.
We do that to my dad, whose name is Greg. My mom will go, okay, Greg, and he's like, that's not my name. He gets really mad. It's so great.
Wait, so I got David's, and
Yes.
then it's like, Haley, you're
You need
You're-
Haley
and
and Zach.
fucking words, people.
Freaking word.
I go wander around and find all y'all.
You
I'm
just
in the
start
ship.
grunting and waving.
Yeah,
Bark, 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 bark.
Yeah, well, Zach and Haley are on our ship now.
I'm
so-
I'm smacking the walls with my fists, just because I'm mad as shit.
And Falu then turns around and he's like, supervisor, get some of your miners for me, please. And he's like, okay. And some of the miners come in. And he's like,
Are they in the hangar or where are they?
they're in the hallway right now.
Okay.
And he's like, I want her arrested. Because what miner carries around a force pike and a blade?
What it is.
Don't point to me for that.
His.
Why?
His.
His? He's not there right now. Why do you have these? And they and he snaps his fingers and the stormtroopers take them and he's like, interesting.
Okay.
You did.
Oh, yeah,
I
wish
know this.
Anya, you were trying to stealth after a man and lied blatantly to his face when you're not spec'd to either of those.
Actually, no, I am expecting coercion.
Did you?
Well,
That's
you
not
didn't make
what
a
it
word,
is.
man.
Wait,
That
has
was
Alex,
tried it.
has Greg found us yet?
No, I'm still wandering around.
He
'Cause
doesn't.
I don't know you guys on the ship,
Okay.
but I'm just like making a lot of racket. This progressively like getting more angry. I'm starting denting walls.
He's like, also, Captain, why do you have so many others with you for your inspection?
That's our word.
Hard R.
Jesus Christ.
I've picked
What
up,
am I, other?
Shut the fuck up.
I've picked up for grunt work. They can be useful.
I guess. But examples must be made of. What are you going to do as punishment for carrying around these 2 weapons?
She's a minor, not my jurisdiction.
And he turns to the supervisor and he's just like,
Don't get mad at me for
no,
that.
no.
and the supervisor's like, what do you want me to do? And he's just like, and he grabs the robot arm and he takes out a blaster. Do you know what to do?
Oh my god.
Hey, by the way, I rolled force die.
Yeah.
He's gonna find himself in the air somehow.
Okay. So what'd you roll?
2 light side.
Okay. And what would you like to do with him?
He's just gonna be hanging in the air.
Okay. And he's like, he just starts floating, and he's just like,
What the fuck?
what is going on?
I mean, if you'd done that while I was in the room, I could have grabbed him and threw him against the wall and cracked his head open. Like
Also, aren't you?
And he's like, get me down. The stormtroopers are like helping him. Like, so.
Is it like Anya that Anya's doing that?
Yeah.
Is it,
Yeah,
obvious
but-
that she's doing it or no?
You can do it.
Subtly, yeah.
Yeah.
Suddenly. He's gonna find himself flying a
They,
bit.
everybody in
further.
that room should like start jumping and make a little bit of gravity off the ship.
Like, wait, I can float too.
Right, like, I'm floating. Look at me.
I'm floating. I'm floating.
I just imagine Greg is like, he's like, okay, I'll do it too. Boom! Kid knocks himself out.
I'm still wandering around banging around the wall.
David's
I have
character
a
just
feeling
starts
that
flying.
he's
He's like, I'm floating.
I'm floating too.
Ugh.
Okay, so am I wandering back into the room with David's character?
Yeah, you have at least David's character, and you guys see a floating stormtrooper and two stormtroopers trying to bring him down.
Okay, well they're busy playing in the short range.
Jesus.
Oh, here we go!
What are you doing?
I am going to deal with the stormtroopers.
Okay then.
He's gonna use his weapon.
Auto fire was activated onto those 4 stormtroopers.
Of course they did. Why? Who? Yeah, of course. What'd you get, boy?
So 4 success, 2 advantage, and the advantage is used for the auto fire.
Very well. And you shoot the other 2, and Commander Falu is like, what is going on? Turn me around!
Okay, so I also see David's lead, and I also fire,
Okay.
and so I deal 12 damage.
Okay.
And
I hit both stormtroopers.
well,
Auto
I'm
fire lets me.
firing up the floating fucker,
Yeah.
and I also
You don't
have
have to
triumph.
fire the floating fucker. You have to fire at the F dude that he was sort of impersonating.
Huh?
The other
Follow
inferior,
the floating fucker.
Yeah.
He's not floating.
No,
He's not
Babu Frick
silhouette
is floating.
0.
Why do you make Babu Flick?
Because he almost had a gun at me, and he's silhouette 0.
Well, regardless, I'm firing at the captain guy,
Okay.
and so I deal 12 damage.
Okay.
I crit.
Oh.
Also, by the way, my weapon is extreme range, and we're, I assume, medium range.
Medium range, yes.
So for D100,
Yike.
25.
All right, I get another dark side point.
Gosh, that's a terrible crit.
That doesn't seem fair. Crit.
Those guards are dead.
Well, you hit him, and he goes flying into the supervisor, and the supervisor gets knocked over.
I'm gonna release that now.
Yeah, and the little and Zelen goes, sound the alarm.
And while they're doing
I'm
all
gonna
that,
run
I yell, "Dear Lord!" and start running towards the hangar.
I'm gonna run and grab my weapons and
Dear
book
Lord.
it.
God is real.
And then
Star Wars
Falu
universe.
gets up, and he's like, kill them.
Do we just want to get out of here, or do we
Yes,
want to deal with?
I have to leave soon, by the way. So
I mean,
yes.
So,
Like,
while they're
okay.
If,
while they're
if I
causing
can
a
fire off
ruckus-
another shot, I'll take it.
Sorry that again?
While they're causing a ruckus, I want to get back to the hangar and I want to loot their shuttle for transponder codes for Follow.
Very
I
well.
accidentally
that's
pushed the
fair.
button while Nate's in there.
If it happens, it happens.
That's fair.
Can I get another shot off on the captain guy? Seeing as like he feels kind of panicky right now.
No, it's rage.
He's a little
No, it's rage.
blinded by his rage. So can I get another shot off before I
No.
run away?
Is there?
Damn.
Can I go to the hangar and is there like a panel there, computer panel or
Yeah.
something? Can I try to like sound an alarm that everyone needs to evacuate immediately?
Okay.
Can I grab my weapons? Because I got 2 success in athletics to grab my weapons and
Sure.
run away.
Sure. And the miner's like, wait, what's going on? Like, they start walking out. Like, what's going on?
Fire!
Why?
I don't know. Something's
Bad
happening.
electric.
And they're like, are you even first order?
Yes.
What does my gun say?
God damn.
David for violence.
It's like, if you're not first order, you should just go. Because they gave us jobs.
Okay. I want to make the panel Like I want to sound an alarm across the entire station so people like
Panic.
jump in
yeah.
escape pods or something.
Okay.
So we're blowing it up now, or?
I guess.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
We all need to
We've
be on
kind
that
of
ship
ruined
first.
any wanting
Yeah.
of sabotaging because they're going to thoroughly investigate anything that happens now.
Oopsie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I kind of
Love
ruined
it.
our plan.
You were just fucking leaning on a weapon. You're like, oh yeah. I'm just
Hey guys! I thought you liked it, Commander.
I'm like the lying, deception, charming character. I was gonna talk my way out of it.
I
Not
liked
supposed to
it.
turn
I
around.
liked it.
He was
Okay.
not supposed to turn around.
But he did.
You should have just smacked him then and there.
Just like smacked it, that would have been better.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Bam. So yeah, you guys head to the hangar now.
Leave.
Get on our
Do I
ship.
have
I'm gonna hop on the
transponder
ship
codes
because I
off
see
the
all
ship?
the
Oh yeah,
fuckers
yes.
coming.
Leave and make boom boom.
What?
Are you setting it to self-destruct?
Can I
Didn't
set the
Bulbous already
station
do
to
that?
self-destruct?
Yes, there is an option.
Okay. I'm gonna set it to that, but I want an alarm blaring the entire
Entire
As
time.
soon
time.
as everybody gets on the ship, we need to tell that one chick to blow up the Imperial or the First Order ship.
Or we can let the Imperials get on it and then blow it up.
Oh, that's true.
Or that.
Yeah.
That would probably be a better idea.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. But let's like take off and then wait a safe distance away to make sure
Yeah.
that they don't get away.
Okay. So you guys do that, get out of the station. And the station explodes. There are escape pods.
Do we see the first order shuttle?
No, it's not in there.
Alright, I tell Fulvis to press the button just in case.
Nothing happens.
Was it destroyed?
Yes.
We just see another tiny
Yeah,
I have a feeling that it was already blown up.
that is what you can
The chain
infer.
explosion was this one off, so it set this off.
Probably, yeah.
But outside waiting is right out of hyperspace comes
Okay.
2 Star Destroyers.
Let's get out of here.
Let's
Yeet.
Where are you guys going?
Let's go to a
Tattle-
completely different sector from where we're at, so we don't have to deal with Captain Fulvis anymore.
Well, he's
Tatooine.
dead.
Hopefully.
But we don't know. He may have gone to an escape pod.
That's true. There were a
Fulvis
lot
is
of.
our resistance.
Oh yeah,
spy.
the
It was
other
Faye, right?
dude.
The first
Fulvis is your resistance spy.
Yeah.
Follow is the first
Yeah.
Follow
order.
fucker
Right.
First Order dude. Yeah.
Why F's?
It's just what happens.
It's very confusing.
Hey,
Don't be
first order-
confused.
First order likes their F's. FN, fuck nugget.
Fucking piece of shit. Failure. Fuck. You know.
Phasma, failure, same thing.
That's funny. Anyway, where are you guys going?
Beach.
Beach. What?
Tatooine?
Scared?
No.
Scarif?
Where's the beach?
I don't know any other beaches besides Scarif or Tatooine.
There's also Moncala.
We were just there.
I know. It's not a good idea to go back.
Manon?
Why are you guys thinking Ocean World?
He's saying beach!
Why you agreed? Just go anywhere. You don't really have the time to Star Destroyers.
Tell me where to make the check.
Um.
Alright, we're going to Coruscant.
Okay.
What?
Alright.
What's the check?
Just do a hard astrogation.
To Coruscant?
I
Yeah.
can do some Coruscant stuff on Coruscant.
You can get 2 boost dice from these for helping.
Oh,
if you
sick.
need it.
Okay. I do. 4 success, 1 threat.
Awesome. Dark side point. First order Star Destroyer. One of the lasers hits your ship, messes up the controls. The coordinates go into something random, and you head into the unknown.
Oh.
Fuck.
Adventure.
Fuck.
And that's it.
Fuck.
Yikes.
Next session. You're all
I
dead.
fucked up.
Yes, you did.
I didn't mean to.
The next session, you wake up. There's these 5 really weird-looking ghost people that all have different faces.
Oh no.
They all seem to be very angry and/or happy with you at varying degrees. You see Qui-Gon Jinn. But you don't know who that is.
I thought you were gonna say you wake up. So you're finally
You
awake.
awake.
Tell you what, we'll do this real quick.
Listen, I got the ghost.
That's fine. This it won't even consider. It's like literally like 5 seconds.
I'm gonna